Oi, get the checkbook out this summer. Hey, Florian. Oh, art thou Florian? I believe you're looking for a new football club, my mate. Hey, England, Manchester, Etihad, this Stad will be playing Champions League football next year, my friend. Yeah, how about you take a little 2-2 Ryanair jet from Leverkusen over to Manchester. We'll get you a nice hotel stay. Little 2-2 medical, £300,000 a week. Couple bonuses thrown in there. 2-2 Ballon d'Or in a couple years. Champions League. Happy days. You want to go Bayern Munich. Little 2032 Bayern Munich driller. Happy days. We get the next up and coming star. Hey, how about it, Florian? Florian. How art thou, Florian?
Before I even introduce the show, go on, Vator. Go on.
All right, we got to do it properly, I see.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is
Vator Games.
You know what the ladies say?
Like Hussam just said, the ladies run it back.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is
Vator Games.
What it do, people? What it do?
Big up. Flawless is here. I think he's just eating something in the background. You get me? Big up to Flawless. Dio's here. Myself, we're here. Jay is going to be joining us literally momentarily. And today, Joey is replacing Lewis, who will also be here momentarily. Big up to all of you guys locked in. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe to the channel if you're ready to do so. Every single one of you, please hit the like button and subscribe. This is going to be one hell of A-listers. We've got a lot to unpack, a lot to talk about. And this is going to be a unbelievable episode. So whether you're watching this right now or on the replay, please do hit the like button. Please do subscribe to the channel if you're ready to do so. Every single one of you, please like and subscribe now. All the links to my brothers is in the description. Gunner Edge, that's where you can find Dio. Carefree Lewis G for Lewis's channel, even though he's not here. Sarcasm City TV for Flawless. And Vator Games TV for Man Like Vator. So, speaking of Man Like Vator, I know, of course, Dai was here first. He's the only one who's actually has good timing when it comes to YouTube shows. But we're going to have to let this loser speak first because he has to explain to us what the hell happened. So, like, subscribe, grab yourself a drink, a chat, coffee, tea, and Hi, Vator. What's going on, brother?
It was good. Good. I find it funny on how you introduced this show and how you introduced me, because a lot of you, especially this self-appointed Don Hussam, are talking about City, talking about me as a loser. If I remember correctly, did I lose the game? Did I? Are we now? Has City gone to such a point that when we draw, you, who's still behind me in the league standings, will refer to me as a loser? This doesn't make sense to me. Now, I'm going to talk about the game. Being 2-0 up at halftime versus the Spurs, versus a team that many probably predicted that we were going to drop points to. Many probably said, you know what, this is Spurs, their bogey team. There's really no surprises here other than the fact that I went up 2-0 and I surrendered 2 goals in the second half. But this is unfortunately kind of like a rerun. It's February 2nd. It's like Groundhog Day. We get here every single time with Spurs. Even in my pump, even when I had to perform in a league-winning season, when I had to... Hussam, you remember this? You remember when it took quality to win this league, when we had to score 90-plus points. Even in that pump, I was dropping points to Spurs. This is so common. Now, am I losing my mind? No, but I got questions. I got questions of my players. I got questions of my manager with regards to tactics. I'm not one of these fools that are going to be talking about Pep out. Like, listen. I mean, other clubs that want to have their manager out conversations, y'all can have that. I'm not having it. With regards to this game, Pep, we didn't keep our foot on the gas in that second half. Pep, when Frank made his changes, we didn't match those changes to keep with the intensity, to keep with the pace of the game. We know that if any club gets joy versus Manchester City, it's because of energy. It's because of effort. It's because of outworking them. And we've seen it the last few games when teams have been able to make it problematic for City. This is where I gotta ask, how do we sort this out? How do we sort this out? Because we need to be able to keep pace with Arsenal at a better rate than what we currently are. I mean, this whole, it's all over, 6 points off, but we need to be able to match because
You know it's going to be over next week, though. That's the issue.
I know what's going to be over next week.
Listen, you know, big up to Jay. You already know your record at Anfield is horrendous. Just like our record at the Etihad. You know you ain't going to win that.
So you mean because I'm going to be 9 points?
Like I've seen worse Liverpool sides beat better City sides at Anfield. You just ain't going to win.
So you're saying I should give up after 9 points?
I mean, 9 points is a fucking mountain to climb. Like, that's not easy, you know?
It's not easy.
That's a big-ass mountain. Like, if...
Yeah,
I think
it's one more than 8, and I've
agree.
overcome 8 points.
By the way,
before.
even without Dio having to explain, I'll speak for him. 9 points ahead. If Arsenal lose it from that stage, everyone will say, like, they bottled it completely. 9 points is not a small margin.
Yeah. I mean,
like, you can make an error basically in 4 games and still win the league on paper.
Yeah, on paper. I get that. So...
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's over if I happen to lose at Anfield. Are you meeting me for the first time?
So when will you say it's over? When it's mathematically impossible?
I'll tell you when it's over, but I'm not saying it's over. I'm not going to say it's over the next
week
game.
35?
Put your hands up in the air. Put your hands up in the air.
Yeah,
I can't
it's not
believe
over.
you know? Today was the one.
Is that Dio's work branching out into the world?
Yeah,
of
DJ
sound
Dio,
bites?
man.
That's a
Let's go.
Dio's like he's not as experienced as Vator games, but it's like he's trying.
I hear you.
Yeah, so we all start somewhere.
Listen,
you know what I mean?
you got to start. You got to start somewhere. No, listen. There's no if it happens to be draw points at Anfield next week. No, you're not going to hear it from me. You'll hear it from other City fans, and you can make content over with those City fans that have given up on the season.
I make
myself
content with 4 different City fans every week. You know this.
Yes, and those that want to give up on the season.
Martin.
I rate you, Vator, man.
And
You're not
those
giving
that
up.
want to give up on the season, you can get
Alright.
those sound bites, those quotes from them. I'm not a quitter. All right. So 9 points, if it happens to be next week, and I'm not even going that far because I got games to play this week. If it happens to be 9 after Anfield, then we'll have the conversation. But there's no giving up. I've overcome 8 points. What's one more? 9. I'm not doing this. Especially against this Arsenal. If it would be Hussam, listen, it would be very different. I gotta say that it would be very different if I was going up against the likes of a Champions League winner. If I was going up against the likes of a manager that was able to get 90 plus points. If that was what I had to overcome, 9 points right now, I'd be like, it's over. It maybe even 6 points. I would have been if this was Klopp, I probably would have said, you know what, it's probably over. Nah, I wouldn't. But you know what I mean. It would have been a different story. I'm going up against a club that needs to, are trying to prove something, and has been 20 plus years of celibacy. I'm a chill. I'm a wait, and I'm gonna deal with this draw, not a loss, to the Spurs, like I do every year.
The copium is so palpable. The copium is so palpable. Like you can taste it,
man. Palpable.
You can taste
What was
it.
it last week, Jay? What was going
You know,
on?
like you
Googling
can.
Sorry, go on.
Honestly, you can taste
I
it.
forgot
You
the
can
word
taste
Jay
it.
said last week. What was the word last week, Jay?
Sorry to cut you off, Dio. as well.
congeniality.
Or some shit. What did you say?
Congeniality. The copium.
Yeah,
Congenial.
I did call Dio Mr. Congeniality, but like,
Congeniality. How
What are we doing on this show, guys?
someone in my chat said.
I mean, you can't call
Everyone's
it.
showing off
it
their
all
education.
something like that?
No. You can't call it A-listers, and we don't come with at least one big vocabulary. This vocabulary thing, we gotta be able to.
I rate it. Just give me the pre-warning that you're gonna use it, so I can Google it beforehand, so I can know what you're talking about. Go on, carry on.
You know how you wake up in the morning, right, and you smell that like it's winter, you smell that aroma of like coffee in the air and cigarettes early morning. You know how how you feel it, like you wake up, you step into the streets, and that's you smell coffee like that, and it's almost like you can taste the coffee in your mouth. That's how the copium feels right now. Like that's exactly how the copium feels.
Well, from the copium inventors, I would understand. I would get that you can understand that.
I like the fact that you
But
refer
Dio
back.
didn't bring up the history. You did. Your
yeah,
history. He's been celibate for 20 years.
All I'm saying,
You know, Vator, I realized something with you. No, Dio.
What have you realized before I got interrupted and I let you guys speak?
You know what Vator
I didn't even
does?
finish what I wanted to say.
Let me tell you why you're a fraud. You know what you do? You poke the bear and then you go like, why
what bear? Who's the bear in here? Who's the bear? Who's the bear in here?
Yeah. Well, in this scenario, it's Dio.
Okay. Oh, wow. All right. Okay.
He's fucking top of the league. Who the fuck is the bear?
Okay. All right. You're calling him the bear. Cool.
And this
he's Yogi the
scenario,
bear.
Yeah, they're top of the league, brother.
This is Yogi the bear. This is not I'm fearful of this.
This is not about.
Don't disrespect Yogi. He was on.
Again, this is not about. Again, this is not about. This is not even about fearing or like being afraid or like you know when somebody cannot point at this season and say, well, these are the reasons why I think that Arsenal are going to fail this season. And
I can list those if you want.
Finish. I let you speak when you're speaking. You notice I didn't interrupt you. I was quiet until you were done.
I wasn't done. I wasn't done. Some came off mic and then I got quiet.
Okay, go finish. I'll let you finish, then I'll say what I need to say.
I appreciate that. Now, this guy
just went off camera, stopped speaking for
because you were speaking.
Exactly. You see this comment right here, facts, top tier bear. Yogi.
Oh my gosh. Let this be clear.
How many bears are there though? Like, are we classifying like Scrappy Doo?
No, that's a dog.
Scooby-Doo. That's Scooby-Doo.
Scrappy Doo's a dog. Scrappy Doo's a dog. Scooby-Doo a dog. They're not bears. They're dogs, man. What's wrong with you, man?
Hey, can we scrub that from the show in case people think I'm a moron?
Nah, it's there forever. It's there forever.
I'll be honest. Too much edit.
Yeah. Sorry.
All I was saying.
Sorry, go on.
There was no poking the bear.
No, he isn't some scrub who don't even wear pants. Nah, man, put on some drawers, man. What's wrong with you?
Oh my gosh, what is wrong with you guys?
Out here running out ass naked. Sorry, go on with your bottom half. What's wrong with you? The t-shirt.
What is wrong with you guys?
Andy's a little bit chubby. I'm not fat shaming, but if you are walking around with no pants on, you should at least have a bit of a six pack. I don't even think he can see his todger. I don't think he's seen it for years. Yeah, I don't think so. Sorry.
All right. I mean, listen, as I was speaking, as I was talking, Hussam wanted to say I'm poking the bear. All right. If I have to mention facts, if I have to mention reasons why my not giving up on the season is what it is, you take it for what it is. I'm pointing out why I'm not giving up on the season. I'm pointing out why I can still see my club doing the business. Now, when I want to talk about this game in particular, I mentioned the 2 goals that we had at halftime. I mentioned us surrendering 2 goals to Spurs. And again, from a game standpoint, it is all too familiar to have drop points versus this club. Jay knows this. Jay talks about City games probably with the most confidence of all the other Big 6 games. So the surprise or the me mentioning the facts is what it is. Now, when I look at this game and when I look at my players, the fact that we weren't able to match the intensity in the second half to not only surrender to the 2 goals, but then to go out and get the winning goal is a problem, is a concern. Now, I also want to point out this is a group of winners or a new set of winners that Pep is trying to establish. So, and as Pep is trying to do that, so is the club that I'm competing against. There's no winners over there either.
Hold on. I don't mean to interrupt you because obviously I love a Vator monologue probably more than most people in the world. But one point, it's not about you. It's not about you, Sam. The point.
Sam's not a man of class, man. You don't understand. Man.
See, that's what a man of taste, like a man of taste. Yeah, I'm gonna put a tweet in the private chat, and I want you guys to look at it. And if you laugh at it, you're a man of taste. But anyway, Vator, how many of this squad has won the title with City? I think I was counting it the other day. And I think it was like maybe 10, 11.
Yeah, not many.
Squad. Yeah, so if 11 of a 25-man squad have won the league, can we call you a squad of winners if the majority of the squad are in fact not winners?
Yeah,
good point.
It's a great point, but it's not a point.
It's a question. It's a question. I'm not definitively
no,
saying.
No. It's question or point. It's not attributed to me because, as I just said, Pep is trying to establish the new group of winners. Is what I was saying, right?
Yeah.
So this is an influx of new additional players. Everyone wants to talk about the money spent, right? So the money spent, the 11 plus players that have come into my squad, these are winners that Pep's trying to establish. The inconsistency that we're seeing, the conversation about, oh, this is the same City that we've seen for past years. Well, he's trying to establish that. He's trying to create that. And what we're going up against is, again, a manager that's trying to establish winners on his own end. Now, he's had a little more of a luxury of the same consistency from a standpoint with regards to him trying to achieve his goal in Arteta and Arsenal. But my club are inconsistent just because of that, right? And if I'm going to look at this game, and I'm doing my very best to try and not act like the frauds of past that have had difficult seasons with referee calls not going their way. I'm trying my very best. I'll be honest with you, I did not understand it. I did not compute it because I always looked at it as like, oh, these are one-offs. These are, oh, this is one impactful moment. Oh, the call didn't go your way. Oh, brush that off. It kind of balances out. But it's been 5, I think almost 6 games in a row where not only refs, but VAR, and I'm like,
well,
what is happening here?
What was the issue with this weekend in terms of like what were you unhappy about? Because from my point of view, Rodri should have been sent off. Like, so,
wait, what?
No, JJ, don't talk, JJ.
Wait, what?
Wait 1 second. You think referees are affecting the title race? Is that what you're saying? I'm so sorry. I really want to feel real bad for you, unfortunately, but I can't when you robbed me of 2 league titles. I'm so sorry.
See, like I said, Jay, when you want to point out one moment within a season, I kind of dismiss it. When you want to talk about consecutive ones, right? Husam will pull up one from this season, from that season. Come on. When you want to pull out numerous ones in the same season, it's
screenshots.
Yeah. No, it's great.
I can pull them up right now. I can tell you moments that happened. 2 seasons ago, when you and
2 seasons ago, what?
2 seasons ago, you see this moment right here? 2
seasons ago when I hold on.
Remember, let's all establish Flawless is a man of justice. Everyone in the audience knows this. Me, Dio, and Jay never brought up referees. Vator brought up referees. So now you brought up referees, we're going to tell you about the shit that you did to us. At this moment in time, Doku doing switch and music to McAllister, Dio will remind you, I don't even have to remind you, Liverpool were top of the league, not Arsenal, not you. We were top of the league by a difference of 5 points. Had we won the game like we were supposed to win the game, the difference between us would have been 7 or 8 points, therefore giving Liverpool the necessary momentum with Jurgen Klopp, you called the winner and a Champions League winner, to go ahead and proceed and win a league title.
Oh, that is great.
We couldn't do that because of the injustices. And I can point out many other moments, like when Liverpool were doing their thing in the run-in, and then Rodri decides to play NBA in the penalty box, and no penalties given. After this, a PGMOL apology was issued to Everton, and a PGMOL apology was issued to Liverpool. So don't come here with refereeing excuses. When, with all due respect, yeah, watch this. Watch how I'm gonna destroy your dumbass point. Yeah, watch this. 1 second. Let's talk the facts. Yeah. I'm gonna full screen myself here. I don't even like to talk this much on A-listers, but you've rattled me. Vicario, Palhinha, Romero, Dragusin, Gray, Gallagher, Bissouma, Udogi, Simmons, Colomwani, Solanke. With all due respect, if I made Flawless the manager of Manchester City, you should be able to beat them. The only player from the whole Liverpool are shit this season. The only player from this whole lineup I take to actually make Liverpool a bit better is probably Palhinha to play DM. I'm not taking anyone else. Spurs,
don't you get tired of that conversation?
You play, and by the way, let's look at the City lineup: Donnarumma, Kusanov, Gahey, O'Reilly, Rodri, Semenyo, Sharky, Ait Nouri, Bernardo Silva, Erling Haaland. Who came on the pitch? Marmoush, Foden. And you're sitting up here talking about referees when you made Xavi Simons look good? Where is your shame and decorum?
Wait, are you telling me I shouldn't talk about the referee call?
Yeah, I'm saying you shouldn't talk about referees.
No. Don't talk about referees because when I spoke about referees, when I spoke about referees, you told me, nah, excuses.
I'm using your logic.
No, there's no
Sam,
logic here.
I'm using
There's
your
no
logic. Are you
There's no
telling me I
logic here.
can't talk about referee calls?
You can't. No, you
I'm
can't.
using your own logic against you. Does that not sound familiar?
You for years have said nobody should talk about referees. Talk about.
I'm using your logic.
No. You're not using.
What do you mean? No. Hussam, why are you eating now?
You are
Why are you
genuinely
eating now?
logic
Can I
here.
not use your logic?
Talking.
Can I not
Dio's
use your logic?
talking.
Yeah, can you?
2 minutes already.
Oh my gosh! If this was a point, if this was a point that Hussam wanted to actually champion because it's his own, and it was somebody else speaking, he'd be off mute quickly, being like, "Oh, he's got a point." I'm using your own logic. Why aren't you being like, Vator, you're actually right? Oh my god!
What's my logic? Tell me what's my logic.
Is your logic not to talk about poor calls by refs?
No.
I don't know what call you. I don't know what call.
Flawless work on back again that season, and he'll tell you the thing that, and it's well documented.
Why do you have the same bars when you want to talk about Doku Sweet Chin music if you don't talk about referee calls?
Everyone in the chat who are
we brought it up because you started talking about
will
refs.
tell you
Nobody here was.
I
You brought
blame
up the refs.
Nunes and Diaz and our forwards for missing chances that whole season.
Then why did you have that in the clip? To talk about referee calls. If we had let me finish.
I knew you were gonna bring up referees. I have to come ready.
Everybody knew that you're going to bring up the refereeing thing because that's what you're trying to do. You're not even trying to actually be critical about your team and how you guys. Look, there's a table that is out there right now, Hussam. If City played only 45 minutes of football only, the good times they played, they would be 8 points ahead of Arsenal right now. But in a 90-minute game, they've dropped more points from winning positions. You're not talking about that about your team. You're not talking about the fact that your manager is playing Rodri back from injury without support, playing him as a single pivot. You're not talking about the fact that
he wasn't a single pivot. You don't watch the game.
Again, I watched the game, but
then he didn't play as a single pivot. You weren't watching the game.
He was left alone majority of the time when he would drop in between your two fullbacks, and they would go between Gehi and this guy. Right, they would go out wide, and he drop into the middle.
Yeah, he's not going to need his handheld when we have possession. What are we doing here?
My point is, again, your manager got it wrong this time around. And in the second half, you guys did not show up. You had a 2-goal lead. This is not the City of old where people are like, after 2 goals, it's done. It's done. It's done. Let's just pack it up and go. Like, I literally was watching that game and saying to myself, 1 through ball and Tottenham can do something. Yeah, I can agree with you. The referees got bad calls, but we said this all season. But you guys tell us to shut up when we talk about it. So right now, you shut up about it. Don't talk about refereeing. Because when we bring it up in our own games, you tell us. Are we
gonna refer to? Hold on, 1 second.
At the end of the day, your team is holding that draw of dropping 2 points. Because remember, when we dropped points recently, and it was 4 points between us, you were here last week with all the vim and all the value. Yeah, with 4 points. Don't worry. Blah blah blah. This and that. A to B. Now to Z. Now you are here. Now you are here against the Tottenham team that you should have smashed. Because again, Tottenham fielded their C team. Bissouma is coming back from 3 years of injury, literally. As far as I'm concerned,
literally gave City the ball for the first goal.
Like Xavi Simons is looking like prime Lamine Yamal in the second half, and you're sitting here saying, "Oh well, it's because the referee." And then your captain Rodri went out after the game, had the audacity to stand in front of the press when they asked him about the game. Like he literally said, they don't want us to win because we have won many times.
They don't.
That's what your captain said. He said they don't want us to win. Are you going to tell me you've not seen that video? Like this is the same Rodri that said 2 seasons ago, you need mentality to win. Arsenal don't have the mentality. Now you
didn't. No, you didn't have the mentality.
Where's your mentality, buddy?
Where's his mentality right now?
Are you hosting or you want to speak as well,
Where's his
Hussam?
mentality right now?
So when you want me to speak, come off mute, stop eating. When I'm hosting, he don't want me to host.
Notice when you want to speak. Notice when you want to speak. You're so fraudulent. Notice when you want to chime in and do your Migos impersonation with Dio.
Look at this. City has had 1 win in 6 games. 1 win in 6 games, and you want to sit here and not actually talk about Haaland. Again, I said this to you at the beginning of the season. I said once people find out how to mark out,
Dio,
Haaland,
I don't want to hear about the beginning of the
trouble.
season because you said Liverpool were finishing second and City weren't going to be in the competition. So I don't want to hear about at the start of the season.
Yeah, but
Those conversations are dead. Stop bringing up the beginning of the season.
I am talking about your football at the beginning of the season. I warned you. I said once you are able to mark Haaland out, you guys are going to be in trouble. I warned you. I said because whoever it is else that is scoring for you is not scoring enough. You've brought in Semenyo. Yes, he's going to score goals for you. Great stuff. But even in that game,
He
Semenyo
makes
did
them
not do
weaker
anything.
even when scoring
Semenyo
goals.
was not feeding the beast. He wasn't giving the ball to Haaland. He fine. He scored one goal, but he wasn't doing anything. He wasn't supplying the guy that can get you guys out of the rough. Your team was not doing that. And instead of you to criticize that and say, listen, hey, our wingers did not give enough balls to Haaland. Haaland was not given enough chances. The one player on your team that I sat down and watched that game and I said, you know what? He put in a lot of work. Is the guy that everybody's shitting on, Bernardo Silva. As ratty as he is, he ran his ass off in that game. That was the one guy who did anything for you guys, who was at least trying to get something out of it in the second half. So don't sit here. Your manager got it wrong. Him and his Pep Linders and Ebue and all of them on the bench, they got it wrong. Yaya Toure, Kolo Toure, Mbappe Toure, all of them got it wrong. And you're supposed to hold that and put that responsibility on them. Your players did not want it enough.
Spurs fans booed their own players off
and starts
pitch in the
talking
first
nonsense.
half.
And then your captain comes out and starts talking that nonsense out of his
Big up,
mouth.
Joey.
They don't want us to win it. You saw it. He kicked through the player's leg. Okay, fair enough. When that happened to other teams, he told us to shut up. You told us to shut up. We know this. We know that the Premiership referees are crappy. We know that.
Flawless.
We know that.
Let Flawless tell us his opinion, and then we'll chime in. We'll also get Joe's opinion.
What? Because you lot said a lot.
No. Your opinion on Spurs Man City, just general. Everything.
Just the game in general. I didn't know if he was saying specific in what you said. Yeah, like City were very, very good. Well, not very good, but Spurs were poor in the first half. You just mentioned it there. Yeah. I didn't watch the full game. I only see like bits and pieces of it. Obviously, seeing all the goals and everything. But when you're getting booed off at halftime, you know it's bad. Because fans in the stadium are very, very light. Like they are always normally the last to turn. Your home fans and then your away fans. So for them to boo at halftime and you're only 2-0 up. Yeah, City were worth the 2-goal lead, but they weren't sensational. But then you see the turnaround and you see everything we've seen from City. There's their defensive frailties. Vator was saying that at the start. If you run hard and you show effort and you show application and you show endeavor against City, you can get at them. And that's what they did. They went two up top. It was Kolo Muani and Solanke, and they got the ball towards the box. And that was it, man. It was a great goal from Solanke as well.
He told us McGahey was going to show up his defense. You said that 2 weeks
ago. I
actually
thought Matt Gahey did play well. I thought, speaking of referees,
I'm not saying he didn't play well. I'm just saying, like.
So what are you saying? You're not saying he didn't play well. What?
He said he will fix your defensive frailties. And what has happened? Even with Matt Gahey, you're still getting.
Yeah, you said
you're still getting run through. You said experience will fix our defensive frailties, and you're still getting cut through. So what are we doing here?
Also, someone tell Mark he looks shit in a City shirt. Anyway, go on. Sorry, go on, Flawless, my bad.
As it was saying, where was I at? Yeah, in regards to it, everything Vator was saying about City's, and Spurs just went for them. The crowd then got up for it. They then got one goal back. Speaking of refereeing decisions, it's 110% a foul. I don't know how the referee, it's always fuck City, but how VARs looked at that and went, no, it's
the second and only crazy. Honest panel member on this.
Now go on, Jake. You think it wasn't? Go on.
It wasn't. I've watched it from many angles. I'm an honourable, fair man.
It's okay, man.
100%.
I'm glad. You know what? Jake, I'm glad it went. I'm glad they didn't.
No. Flawless, because when you use that tone and terminology, it indicates that there was a mistake made. When in fact there was not. No, it was not. If you watch it back, you know what? I'm gonna send you a link. If you watch it back,
go on.
He wins the ball first.
Gay stands on Solanke. He stands on Solanke's ankle, as in like the on the goal. I'm gonna send it to everyone now. Yeah.
Send it through.
Send it to everyone now. Yeah.
Drop it in the private chat. If one of you lot can drop it in the private. Like I said, I've not seen a more clearer as day.
He stands on his ankle, like cleats on his ankle.
I looked at
he stands on his ankle.
Like cleats on his ankle.
Okay. Yeah. Everyone, mute. I'm gonna play the clip live on YouTube.
The two angles.
Right, goes on,
I'm
but
gonna
listen,
risk copyright, but you see
Okay.
the thing is, being sports, habibi, they do shit differently. You get me? They give you the correct angle how you're supposed to look at this. Yeah, I'm gonna play it now in slow motion so we don't get copyrighted. How the fuck do I play it in slow motion?
Go to play speed, change it from normal. Go to play speed.
Here we go.
Click on that. Yeah.
0.5 speed. I'm gonna play it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's watch this in slow motion. Here you go. You can see the whole moment in slow motion. This is
Okay,
Solanke.
so-
Obviously, no foul here. Just
pass.
bodies Kusanov. Now,
Oh, touch. Yeah. So like, look as he comes across here. Look where
see?
look where he's at. Yeah. Look where he stands.
Look
He
at that.
And
stands
look
on
what
his
Solanke does. Wins the
Yeah.
ball first.
He stands on his foot. But no, Oti, I'm telling you, he
I'm
stands on his
out of
foot.
here. I'm out of here. Nah.
You guys keep that.
This is
You're
this
out
is
here.
the
Why? 'Cause we
evidence.
proved you wrong.
No,
This is not proof of anything. Is this the angle?
There's no standard on his ankle.
I've shared another link. I've shared.
I'm looking
the
now.
link.
Is this the angle we're talking about? BN giving better angles. What are we doing
It
here?
wasn't ankle though. It wasn't ankle. Let's not do ankle.
Watch what I sent. Watch what I sent
I'm looking
you.
now. Yeah. I'm looking
Yeah,
now.
tell me.
But again, that's not even. But again, it's not even. Forget ankle. Like
I mean,
Yeah,
you see
forget
it,
that.
but-
Take
No, no,
that off the
because-
screen because
because-
that's trash.
No, because
Take
you're trash.
that clip
You're
off the
talking-
screen.
you're
It's
talking
trash.
Why? Because it
clear-
disproves
it
your
was
point.
clear-
It
was
doesn't
clear-
prove anything.
It was clear that
I'm
Gahey
gonna play the
launched
one
into
Jay
that
sent
into
too.
that
How about
challenge.
Yeah.
Already,
It was
Solanke
clear what?
Solanke was already on his way about
play
taking
this
the shot.
game.
It doesn't matter.
Dirty game, brother. It's a dirty
Look,
game
look,
out here in
this
these
is
streets.
right. So watch, yeah. See, look at his foot, yeah. It's over the ball.
There's no
and it's-
contact.
That's a foul.
He does-
That's a
he
foul.
There's no
Now,
contact.
He does
Bro,
catch his
stands-
ankle, yes,
see-
but he
you
also
see
wins
again,
the ball.
you see
It's not
again.
foul.
Yeah,
So
but
he-
he tapped
he-
his ankle, so they're given a foul. If they're
Flawless,
given
you
a
don't
foul,
get
that's
on
a
and strong.
penalty.
I showed you the other angle. Solanke
If
touches
they
the
give
ball
a- if they
first.
give a
Hold
foul,
on,
that's
watch
a
it. Watch
penalty.
it.
No, he doesn't.
There's nothing.
kick
What are we talking
I
about?
will
Touching the
limit
ball
you to
first.
the B and
There's
angle
another
again.
angle. There's another angle. It plays two angles. Keep
All right,
going.
let's see. Let's see
I've
this other
seen the
angle
one
because
that is,
that's
Right?
Yes,
So,
he
yeah,
touches his
that-
ankle, but he gets to the ball.
Yeah, but then
first.
that's a
Yeah.
if they're
Turn
given a
it-
foul,
turn
if
it- like,
VAR
here we go.
called it back,
You
that's
see,
not a
yeah?
foul.
Yeah,
Right,
go.
come across, yeah. See, he's over the ball and he stands
And he
on
wins
his
the
foot
ball.
there.
He hasn't won the
He's
ball
not
there
winning
yet.
the-
He hasn't
Yeah,
won the
yeah,
ball
Solanke
yet.
touches
He
the
was
ball
about to
first.
take the
Why
ball.
are we
He hasn't
ignoring
won the
that
ball. See
part?
that the ball was
He hasn't won the ball.
He's-
why are we talking about touching the ball first?
Because
bro,
if
what I'm
Solanke
saying-
touches the ball first, it's not a foul.
Yes, if he touches the ball and then later fouls the player, it's a foul. What are we doing?
Hold on, listen.
You know what?
Listen.
I
My
mean, listen,
Flawless,
Jay,
look at the
Jay.
contact
One-
there.
one- one
Please.
second.
I think
You
it's
know that
surprised
bullshit,
that this
man.
is what we
Guys,
have
let's
to-
take this off screen because this is terrible.
Hold on.
Let's take
And
it off
also,
screen.
by the way,
It's
if anything, this might be a thing. Therefore, it's a goal anyway.
No,
terrible. They both committed a foul. That's funny.
Right, so
Gahey
I'm-
is
I'm-
literally Jay. You know the problem is Jay is showing. If Jay is actually a fair person, yeah. Because
Yeah,
after
I'm saying-
after Spurs robbed Liverpool, he came out publicly
Yeah.
and he said we robbed them. The problem with this angle is we've shown you 3 different angles where it's clear that Solanke touches the ball first.
It
and
doesn't
it's clear
matter
that
about
Mark
touching the
Gahey-
ball first. Why do you keep saying
And
that?
it's clear that
Yeah, it
Mark
does matter.
Gahey
That's
makes
the
contact with
West
Solanke's ankle, which is the foot that he steps on to take the shot.
Yeah.
I thought
you
I
can
thought
see-
that-
You do it. Okay,
You
let
can
me-
see.
let me
You
make-
talk
let me make
talk
it
amongst
even-
yourselves.
Let me make it even madder for you, yeah? If the ref gave that as a penalty, if Solanke, let's say Solanke feels the contact and he dives, okay?
Yeah.
Let's all be honest about this, yeah? Fuck all this YouTube shit. Let's just be legitimate about it, yeah? If Solanke in that moment dives, the ref gives the penalty. 100% he gives the penalty.
I would have accepted that.
Yeah.
I would have accepted that than that.
What I also want to factor in, Hussam, is
So by
Solanke has
definition, if
control-
you think it's a pen, then you should
Hold on.
have
No. I don't think it's a pen, but I would have accepted that than getting kicked through a player and it being considered a goal.
Vator, what I'm saying to you here is Solanke is in control of the ball. Yeah, he's in control of the ball. Gahey comes steaming in. Yeah, he's not
Okay.
in control of the ball. Solanke
Okay.
is. Yeah, he
Okay.
comes steaming in. He stands on his ankle. Right?
Can
I'm not
you
saying
can you
that's-
calm
I'm-
down
hold
with the
on.
stance on his
No,
ankle?
he
Well, go
does.
ahead. Go ahead.
I think most people would say he stands on his ankle, but let's say he doesn't. In
Okay,
that moment, then Solanke's in control of the ball. Yeah,
Mhm.
Gahey comes in, and then Solanke kicks the ball. Now you can make the argument that he goes through Gahey. I'd make the argument he goes round Gahey, as in like.
Oh,
his foot
Jay,
goes round
stop.
him. Yeah, I think
I'm just,
but
Jay,
all I'm
Jay,
basically saying is
I'm just shocked that this is what City has been reduced to, where they want to sit here and call ref issues.
They made
after losing,
Xavi
they lost the
Simmons
game.
look good.
Like
You know
we're
what's fucking
literally going analyzing video clips frame by frame because City fans don't want to accept that their team right now is not gelling and doing what they need to do. Instead, they want to point out the referee.
Facts.
Like we're literally sitting here instead of having conversations about how bad your players were in the second half, how terrible the setup was, how the fact that you guys brought in when you brought in what's his name, Phil Foden for 3
lineup I
minutes.
just showed on the
Like
screen.
Phil Foden was going to
ad-lib.
come in and do something in 3
Flawless,
minutes.
you should be able to
that
beat
makes
them
sense.
if you were manager.
The fact that you brought in Tijani Reinders, like
Give me too much credit.
you're not talking about the subs that your
The
manager
subs that City
You're not-
brought
you're
on
not-
are
you're not-
better than
like,
the whole
you're
Spurs
pointing
lineup.
at what referees did. And we are sitting here
Marmoush,
analyzing
Reinders,
videos
Foden.
frame by frame, 60
I
frames
agree.
per second, slow motion, 0.5, just to prove that this is why we lost the game. That's a pathetic thing to do.
No, the
You
pathetic
guys are
thing to
pathetic.
do.
You are pathetic.
Well, actually, I shouldn't say no one. Myself did not tell you to put
You
anything
brought
up.
up the referee. You brought up the you brought up the refereeing issue
Dial.
in your monologue. So
Dial,
that's
use
reason
the
why we
mute
have
for
to
a
address it.
second. I let you
That's
speak,
why
and now I'm
that's why we
speaking.
have to address it because everybody was addressing how bad you were. You turned around and said, "Well, I don't usually complain about refs, but you see, and the minute you bring that up, it's all downhill." I made up my mind today. I said, if you bring up the refereeing issue, I'm going to bury you with it. It's all
right.
downhill for you today.
You want to continue
Talk
trying
about
to bury me
something
with
else,
it because
I mean,
I got
like,
some things to say.
I want to talk. Let me. What is with this? What is with City, bro? Like, we don't have to do this referee shit. We could go deeper into the conversation and the way that they played. Actually, in my opinion, like.
Thank you,
like-
Joey. Thank
like,
you, Joey. I didn't bring up the clip. I didn't bring up the clip. That was not me. I didn't put it in half speed. That wasn't me. I wasn't the one that bringing up other angles. That wasn't me. But thank you, Joey. Let's talk about the game.
Who brought up the conversation?
But here's the thing. Like, what I don't get is like we talk about City in this manner of like they have this dangerous attack, and they're supposed to be very dangerous going at teams. But when I watch them, it feels like Turkey is the only one doing anything on the ball. Everyone else is running around on the ball, running around everywhere. I don't know what Reinders does. You could tell. I've told you guys before the season. I don't know how Reinders fits for your football team, and I still feel that way with Reinders. It always feels like there's nobody's creating for the main man, and he looks like a shell of himself right now. Like the whole season you created for the main man. Now without Doku coming in, Doku doing what he does and skinning one person to be able to put the ball in, Turkey is half injured. For the sake of our conversation here, who's creating for this guy? Because we all know he needs someone to create for him. So, like, who's going to create for him? It looks like nobody wanted to create for him in that second half. Last 2-3 games, man's been bereft of chances. So tell me a little bit about what's supposed to happen here, because maybe I don't understand what's going on. But City just don't look like they can create as much as they were creating in past years. Everything looks staler. Everything seems to be off the dribble off of one of the guys has to beat a man off the dribble to create anything. It doesn't feel like patterns of play anymore. It feels like more individual brilliance. And that's not necessarily a Pep style if you saying what I'm saying, if you understand what I'm saying. So tell me a little bit about what it's supposed to be like, because maybe I don't watch enough City.
Well, if you're going to compare this city to past cities, you're always going to have an issue. And I said this at the beginning of the show. This is a different group of players. This is a different set of attacking play, of winning football that Pep's trying to establish with these players. Also, if you want to mention who's doing the creating or where's that supposed to come from, who's going to be feeding the big man, it's different from the past years of a KDB, of an Ilkay Gundogan. It's a difference with regards to he's now establishing that with a Foden, a Shirky, even Rodri's return, even Nico Gonzalez, even Semenyo and Doku. These are players that are supposed to be brought on. And yes, you want to talk about, can they skin a player? Yeah, they'll do that. In addition to creating an opportunity, because we know Haaland is going to be occupied, or he's going to occupy the attention of two center backs typically. Now, what I saw in this game was a possible over-reliance on Semenyo in particular, but that's because we've had a pattern of play of it being Doku on that left wing. Doku getting knocked up, getting hit often. He's now injured. right? And he couldn't play after controversy again. He couldn't play after the Dalot yellow card and had to take a game off. He then got nicked up again, wasn't able to play this game. So the pattern of play is we've been relying on our wingers, mainly on that left-hand side, to do their thing, 1v1, get it into the big man. Doku just recently played, and was it 2 assists? I think he fed Holland.
For the Champions League
I know,
right?
the game against the Champions League game, Galatasaray.
Galatasaray. So when you see in terms of who's doing the creation, it's different from the pattern that you're familiar with. And fair so, you don't watch City like that. But it's no longer it's no longer the KDB. It's a combination of Shirky centrally, Foden centrally, Doku, Semenyo on the wings.
Why does it? Can I ask you? I don't mean to interrupt, but why does it always feel like Foden is in this in and out of games all the time? Is it me? He always feels like he's in and out of these games. Like he comes in, he picks up the ball, he creates one. Was it either him or Bernardo Silva that created the second goal or the first goal?
It was Bernardo. It was Rodri to Bernardo to Semenyo.
Yeah. So why do I always feel like Foden? Whenever I watch City, it doesn't feel like Foden is ever really putting a stamp on the game like he should.
I think
I'll let Jay answer that. Go ahead, Jay.
Yeah, I was just saying. No, I think it's a fair point. I think the thing is stylistically, Foden's changed as a player over the years, so he's become less. He's less touches now, but he this season I felt he was going back a little bit. He was having more of the ball. He's
playing a deeper role this season than past. He used to play off the striker, off the right wing, and
I think for me personally, I think there's an inconsistency to City's profiles. So what happens is that how the profiles fit together, it's like a puzzle. So if you play a certain player, a certain other player needs to play. But if another player plays, they can play together, but the impact will be lowered. I was very surprised at City's lack of physicality in the second half. Their ability to run.
Why though, Jay? I ask you why though, because in the end, you're talking about a Rodri, who we all know hasn't been the same Rodri as old, right? He's coming back from his injury; it just hasn't been the same. Yeah. And then you're asking for an older Bernardo Silva who doesn't cover as much ground as he used to. Period, because he was. But in the over like 4 or 5 years, last 4 or 5 years, he's a monster covering ground. He covers some of the most ground in the league in a lot of the years that we've seen. Yeah. So why are you surprised that they're the physicality?
Fair. I think obviously mitigation, like old cities would retain the ball. They would kill the opposition.
That's where my point.
Yeah. So I agree with that. But on the flip side, you can't. It's almost impossible for City to build that team in 2026 with the demands physically necessary to play in the Premier League. There isn't enough players you can buy who have that level of technical ability, that level of physicality, that level of pauser, passing. Do you know what I mean? We need to be getting Sane and stuff like that in order.
No, but the club isn't going. The club isn't going back to go to what the peak of even prior to the trouble season. We're not trying to get the Centurions again. What we're trying to build is for this current league, and there's no surprise on past seasons transfer window wise why we were in the market for a Jude, why we were in the market for a Rice. Why we're trying to get that physical midfielder. We haven't been successful in getting it, right? Yeah, even Nico Gonzalez, he's not the engine like it was, but many City fans were and I know he's not a midfielder, but even with regards to a player like the work rate of Gibbs White, City fans were like, oh, what are we doing? What's happening to our standards? There's a level of running physicality that's required for the balance if we're going to have the Shirkies in that midfield to have the right compensation with regards to tech, physicality, durability, endurance that's needed out there. So
why did you buy Tijani Reinders then? Because he's the exact opposite of that. Covering ground, he's the exact opposite.
No, okay.
He's literally the exact opposite.
Hey, Joey, but when you ask me what is Reinders all about, you know what? Fans like you ask me what was Rodri when we first got him. First year.
That's not the same, bro.
Let me explain why it's the same. Because the first year when we get a player, no one can kind of see How does it work? Where did they blend? Right?
Joey,
So-
you know the funny thing.
Okay,
this
all right.
is where-
You
this
go,
is
you
where-
go ahead, Dio.
Let him finish. Let him finish.
Because it's again. I appreciate the fact that you're able to call your team out on certain things, but in January you guys had the chance to go find a physical player that you can bring into your midfield to get you through to the end of the season. Instead, you bought Semenyo. Instead, you bought Mike Gahey, and you needed Gahey. I get it. I understand based off the injury, it was important to go get a defender.
I don't think you get it.
Now, if you talk about Tijani Reinders, Pep probably was being stubborn and saying, since I haven't gotten my physical player, I'm going to bring in the type of midfielders I want. I'm going to play a different type of way, and I'm still going to win this league. That's
Pep
what he
doesn't
wanted
sign
to
the
do.
players. You're wrong.
But he agreed to it. Are you telling me that he has no say? Like you're saying that Pep
You're
has
gonna
no
play
say.
I don't like doing
Is that
this.
what
I
you're
don't
saying?
like doing this point.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah,
No,
I'm
I'm
not-
not pointing fingers. I'm saying.
Go ahead, Dio. I'm not entertaining this. Pep decided on who comes into the
I am
club.
not pointing fingers at anything. What I'm simply saying is every other team, when it is them, you tell us, well, that's your player, make it work. Make it work.
But
So now it's your
What
team.
does that have to
I
do
don't
with
know.
this?
So now I don't want to hear this. Oh, we don't have a guy that can run. in the midfield.
No, it's
I don't want to hear it.
you're having conversations with yourself.
I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear.
but Dio,
we're trying to go for
Dio,
June.
I want to hear the
Definitely
reasoning
right.
though. Like
Yeah.
whatever
But
you
look,
think, whatever you don't
yeah.
want to hear, that's
Listen,
fine.
yeah.
But I
In
want
the
to hear
first half, you have the right to give why did you
Hold
look
on.
good in the first half and look crap in
Okay,
the second half? That's
sorry,
the question you
Dio,
need to answer.
Dio, before you do this, yeah, because I just want to make the Gibbs White point and just tie it back quickly on. So for me, City wanted Gibbs White first. Yeah, money was maybe too rich. You can see Forest didn't want to let him go from how Forest dealt with Tottenham. Then it goes to the Hugo Viana, because Hugo Viana is the one who will be like, hey, listen, I've got Reinders. I know you wanted Gibbs White, but I got Reinders. Like, I think they can do a similar job. Yeah?
Yeah.
The logic as to why they wanted Gibbs White over Reinders, in theory, is going to be down to the engine, the physicality that Gibbs White gives you over Reinders.
I got to stop you real
it's-
quick. Hold on, Jay. I got to stop you. I don't believe Reinders is a direct is a direct replacement.
See what I mean? He's an
No.
alternative.
I was trying to get my thought clear. I don't think Reinders was a direct substitution or alternative signing for Gibbs White and the profile of the player. But I think when you think of Hugo and what he's doing, listen, we're going to have targets that we're going to take this transfer window or the next or the next. There's a reason why we're rumored for an Anderson. There's a reason why we were rumored for a Walton. Like, there are players that we don't get now, we will get later, and we'll have to make do, like Dio said, for the time being. When you look at Arsenal, they've had many windows where they had missing pieces and didn't get the piece just yet. They've now gone to the point, and I think Dio, probably going to this season, said, manager got all the missing pieces. So it takes seasons to do it. It takes windows to do it.
I get that, and I'm not disagreeing.
You've
I'm
literally
basically saying that
spent more money than Liverpool.
Yeah,
You
but
know,
I'm
right?
looking at it from the
I
point of
literally
view of,
spent
like,
what?
Over the last
yes.
365 days, you have spent more money than us.
Well,
And you're
well,
saying-
Over a year, I spent slightly more than what you did in a window. What are we
I
doing?
went, as you're speaking, I went and I looked at Manchester City because Dio brought up a point, because we have to address the results here, not Vator's agenda.
You want to talk money? You.
Over the difference between
You want to
me
talk
and you,
competing for the league? You.
I already said Liverpool have failed multiple times.
All right,
Anyway,
so City have failed. Let's
Now-
move the conversation on.
now let's
It's easy,
look
like
at
it's
these
just
last-
as easy as like that. It's easy like that,
look at
right?
these last 6 games, because this guy has brought up signings, he's brought up refs, he's brought up injuries, he's brought 100 different things up.
Are you? No. You, listen, I'm seriously close to leaving this. If you're going to paraphrase me incorrectly, Joey asked me questions with regards to the players. I'm not here making complaints about my squad. So let's relax on all of this. Either listen, and present it properly, or if you're going to do the rage thing, then I'll continue to interrupt you. Because I didn't make
I'm not doing
issues.
the rage thing at all.
So what are you talking about? Me making excuses for my squad and spending? I didn't do any of that.
Okay, so do you think your team is good enough to win the league?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so are you holding them to that standard?
I'm on this show to talk about my club winning the league every week.
Yes. Okay, so you're holding them to that standard, right?
Yes. Unlike
Okay.
you, right?
So as we started speaking for the first 25 minutes, Flawless is here. He's a witness. Flawless, who brought up referees? You're on mute. Who brought the referees, Flawless?
They brought up the refereeing side of things.
There you go. So did I bring up referees? No. Did I bring up signings? No. Yes, Joey asked you about signings, but I'm speaking about your answer about them. Now,
I did not make an excuse, so you're not speaking for me.
You made an excuse.
Yes, you did.
Flawless, because you accuse me of rage baiting. I don't rage bait. That's Wolfie. Big up Wolfie. He'll be on the channel tomorrow or after tomorrow. That's what Wolfie does. That's what you do, funnily enough. I don't rage bait you at all. I actually quoted the stuff that you said, whether it be off a Joey question or something that you brought up.
Okay.
When we first started the show, we spent the first 25 minutes strictly speaking about the football. You were the first person to mention referees. I never brought up referees once.
Because I talked to the entirety of the game. So I talked about my team performance, which you often say, Vader, you just do agendas and narratives. I talked about my team not performing in the second half. I then also talked about something that we can't ignore, and I don't want to be like you, like Dio, in past seasons complaining about the refs. I didn't want to do that. So I mentioned the fact on what I saw in that game. And then that led to someone bringing up clips from different angles and half the speed. That was not me. And I could easily do it.
Okay, but here's the thing, Vator. If you say the Solanke goal is shouldn't have stood, right? If you say that, and then Jay's like, I've got an angle that proves it should have stood. You're still the person that initiated the conversation.
I have no problem with that, but the length of time on that conversation had nothing to do with me. You guys wanted to do all of that.
Should Roddy have been sent off?
Let me make my footballing point.
Second yellow
Forget anything what Vator said. Let me make my footballing point. These last 6 games, this is the 6-game run where City are winless. Sunderland away from home, where Vator himself will tell you they had countless chances, they just missed them. At home to Chelsea, 1-0 up against Dan Potts in charge. Forget Matisse. Dan Potts was in charge of Chelsea. Shout out to Potsy. He was in charge of Chelsea. And they ended up equalizing after dominating City for the second half. The game after that was Brighton at home. The game after that was Manchester United away from home, where not only did they lose 3-0, they got 2-0, sorry. They got absolutely dominated. And the game after that is Spurs away. These 5 games out of the last 6, regardless of any I'm saying generally, of any refereeing decisions or transfer activity or anything, these are all 5 games I just mentioned that I expect Manchester City, who are expected to win the league, to win. I'm not rage baiting you. I'm not saying anything that's mad. You're expected to beat Brighton at home. You're expected to beat Sunderland. You're expected to beat Spurs. And you're expected to beat Man United, who just got Michael Carrick like a day before your game. So I'm expecting you to win those games. Had just went and won those games, you'd been in a much better position. You'd been in a much better position had you just won those games. And this is my thing now. When I'm looking at it from the perspective of, as an example, Liverpool Football Club, right? We spent a lot of money in the summer and blah, blah, blah. Okay. The difference between Liverpool and City is City are capable and have done a lot of times of rectifying their mistakes and strengthening in January and making decisions that make them stronger as the season progresses. Meaning, City have defensive frailties. Let me go get Mark Gahey. City need a goal-scoring winger. Let me go get Antoine Semenyo. So they've done those stuff. Liverpool need a centre-back. We need a centre-back, by the way. Leon is out to the end of the season. My club doesn't sign a centre-back because of FFP, because PSR, because the ownership aren't ambitious, whatever it is. So not only have you, over the last 365 days, outspent Liverpool, you already are building on a base of a team that has just won 4 in a row.
No, so stop this. No, I got to stop you. You just spent after winning the league, literally.
Why do you keep bringing up Liverpool when I've already acknowledged we have failed? I don't get it.
Because you're bringing up the comparison with regards to money. That's why I'm going to continue to have the conversation between City and Liverpool, because you bring up money when it comes to my club having won it four in a row, which is now 2 seasons ago, when you just won the league and spent that same amount of money in one window. That's why.
But he's admitted that they failed. You are saying right now.
It's like me. This is what's just happened. Yeah, it's like me going like, Vator, you should be the best City YouTuber, and you should succeed. And him going like, yeah, but you see that guy? He bought the best camera and he quit YouTube. Okay, he failed. We're talking about the success, which is supposed to be you. which you
okay,
aren't.
Okay.
You're bringing
hold on.
up the example of Liverpool as if it's a thing to like, okay, like as if you've destroyed my point or something. You haven't.
No, the point is just
I've
because you
already acknowledged Liverpool have failed this season. We're failures. We're in a top 4 race because we have failed. The only way that Liverpool have a successful season is by winning the UCL. That's it.
All right,
Even
you can
winning
give up
the
on
FA
that.
Cup, we have failed.
Yeah, I get it. You
So I'm
won
not
the FA and the
giving up
League
the-
Cup, and you said that was a
that's
failure of a
not
season.
myself.
Okay, so you're bringing up the point of City spending, because you want to make Liverpool the point of reference. You want to say that City spent more than Liverpool, by the way,
Yeah,
and
over the
then
last
what?
year, 3 windows,
And
yeah.
then what? And then what? Meaning what? What does that
And
mean?
then what? Okay, now go back a step. What did I say? I brought up the 4 games that have nothing to do with recruitment or referees. I expect City to win regardless.
Okay.
The 4 games that I brought up, did I gaslight? Sunderland, Brighton, Spurs, Man United.
That's all great. That's all great. But we're in a league with other teams competing, right? Now, are you going to tell me? No, don't go on mute. Are you going to tell me the games that Arsenal happened to drop points in that they were expected to also win? This league is going to have clubs drop points.
You've had a
know
bad
what?
run of form. You've had a bad run of form. What we're talking about. You have 1 win in 6
Wait,
games.
hold on. Dio, I asked Hussam a question because I want to understand what he's getting at.
Dio, very simple. Forest away. I expected Arsenal to win. They didn't. I came here and I cooked all the Arsenal players.
So you want me to cook? Are you bringing this up because you want me to cook my players?
I want you, Habibi. Forget what I want you.
But I don't understand your point on bringing up the money.
The problem is you bring up the point. I respond to it, and then you go like, you want me to do something. I don't want you to do anything.
You brought up the point. You brought up the whole. I'm so confused on what you're trying to get at. You brought up City spending to say I am expected to win all the games that were in front of me. Is that why you brought up the spending?
Okay, I'm gonna make it very now. Let's be very clear and straightforward, black and white, no gray. Okay, are City expected to beat Sunderland?
I don't know.
خلاص يلا روح من هون change the subject.
See, Joey, do you see what I'm going through? He
I
can't even see
can't
that
do
City
it.
are-
I can't do it anymore.
Vator,
This
are
is-
you legitimately gonna claim that City aren't expected to beat Sunderland? What are we doing here?
Hussam, have you seen my form this entire season? I understand if you're having that. Listen, this is why I'm confused. I understand if you're holding to the City that won the 4-peat and you just have this vision of City and every game in front of them, they should be winning. My form this season, I'm not going into Sunderland being like, oh, that's an automatic 3 points. I dropped points to Spurs and Brighton earlier this season. Oh,
You
sorry?
went extreme though. I said, are you expected to beat Sunderland? Why are you?
I'm
going
expected to beat everybody. What are we doing here?
No, you're not expected to beat everyone. No, you're not.
Okay,
You ain't
okay, Arsenal,
Liverpool away from home.
Spurs, Liverpool. Should I mention anybody else?
Yeah.
Just the question.
Who else? Who else should I not? Who
You're
else should I
missing my
mention?
point. I'm saying in the season there are tough games, meaning City versus Aston Villa. If you drop points in that game, I'm not gonna come up here necessarily and go like City have no standard and blah blah blah. It's different. I'm talking about Sunderland, the team who just got promoted. I'm talking. Okay, forget all this. Were you expected to beat managerless Chelsea at home?
Sure.
Okay. Were you expected to beat Brighton at home?
Sure.
Okay, those 2 games alone, if I add 4 points from 2 wins, you're only 2 points behind Arsenal. 2 games, you were on top of all this, you were 1-0 up in both games.
Okay.
You keep saying
What-
okay, like I'm not like completely.
I'm saying okay. I'm saying okay because is the point being I should be angry of dropping points to these clubs? Is the point being that because I spent, I have no reason to drop points? Is the point being that my defensive woes, why I had to spend in the January transfer window, does not account for why I had these poor forms? I'm trying to understand it seems like the lack of context to why I've been performing poorly should be ignored. I'm trying to understand your point.
Here's the context. Here's the context, Vator. You said...
Yeah, Dio, speak for Hussam. Go ahead.
I'm not speaking for Hussam. I'm speaking because everybody has been listening. He's explaining something. I heard what he said. I heard what you said at the beginning of the stream. You said you are still going to go on and win the league, that you back your team, that you're not out of it yet, right?
Correct.
And then we're pointing out, yes, and now we're pointing out issues like, okay, 1 win in 6 games. Are there certain teams that you're expected to beat? And if you're not able to beat them, how can you say in the same vein, I still believe I'm going to go on to win the league when you have glaring issues in your team?
Because form changes. That's why.
But I know, because when you have glaring issues in your team where you have dropped a lot of points from winning positions this season, you've lost the teams that you're not supposed to lose to at home. You've given up 2 goal leads. In fact, you gave up a 5-1 lead to Fulham that came up to 5-4. So all through the season, we've seen.
Yeah, but Dial, okay, I'll answer that. Let me address that because you're going to ramble on and I'm going to forget my point. You're going to go on and I'm going to forget my point. And I got to go. I said I was going to do an hour. I got to go.
Crash out. You're about to crash out and go. That's what the...
Wait. Before you go, we're going to have to do supers as well because they're addressing you.
Okay. So when Dial wants to bring up the Fulham game and surrendering 4 goals, when I watched my game and I remember the context of my manager bringing on my only 6 guy, I didn't have Rodri at the time, and seeing how my team performed in that case, Pep hasn't made that mistake again. We surrendered those goals.
I'm just saying that again. See, understand what I'm saying, Vator. I'm not picking on that one game. I'm just saying we've seen games where you had winning positions and you're surrendering goals. The point
Dial,
is,
I understand that.
I'm giving with those flaws, do you still believe that with those flaws that you have, where you are giving up goals, that you are able to actually go on the run and win the league? Because we saw it against Tottenham. You should have taken 3 points.
My answer is yes, because like that mistake in Fulham, Pep doing what he did, haven't seen it since. The reason why I have confidence moving forward is because the form of past games, dropping points, defensive woes, is because we've now acquired Gehi, we've now gotten Semenyo because Savinho was injured and we needed help on the wing. Doku's going to be back from injury and hopefully we have that. Moving forward, I don't think we're as inconsistent. I don't think we have the defensive or player injuries like we did in the past. What happened in the past stays there. Moving forward is
with Gehi and Semenyo on the team. Still 1 win in 6. You had these players and you still only had 1 win in 6. What I'm saying. So that system is Pep is making a mistake, and you're not going to admit it. Pep is actually experimenting.
Who's not going to admit what? My manager's made mistakes, and I think he'll correct it moving forward. The same way we're seeing your manager making corrections. Am I to believe that my manager is set in his ways that he's not going to correct things? You have belief for a reason. I have belief for a reason. I don't quit. I don't give up. Say, oh, my club's a failure. Let's move the conversation on to something else. I will back my club until it's no longer possible, regardless of what I spent. I just spent this much more than Liverpool. I'm not giving up on my season.
Facts don't care about your feelings. I have feelings about my club, and the fact is that we've not won it in 22 years. Facts don't care about my feelings. I can feel anyhow I want to feel. The truth about the matter is right now your team is on track to do 74 points if you keep going at the rate at which you're going. And you think that your manager there's 14 more games. What is this run that you're talking about? Can you sit here and tell me that City can go on a 10-game run winning?
I don't need a 10-game run.
You do. You need a
No, I don't.
You do need it at this point.
Dial, I'm not. With all due disrespect, what you say is not fact. What you say is not fact. I don't need to go on a 10-game winning run.
I'm just letting you know that at this
rate, you're letting me know your thoughts, your feelings. Listen, I don't care about those. It's about the facts. And the facts is until my club is out of it is when I say I'm giving up on this season. Other fans, and you know them very well, other fans are quick to give up before it's even...
I'm not talking about giving up. I'm just pointing out the facts on your club. Erling Haaland was scoring amazing goals, mad goals at the beginning of the season. In the month of January, he did not score a goal in 9 games. Do you understand that there's a problem in that system? That's what I'm talking about. I'm not trying to put you down. I'm actually literally saying...
Dial, you're not putting anyone down. When Haaland doesn't score, I got Shirky and Semenyo who just scored. Semenyo was just signed. That's why we signed players in January.
Listen, you got Shirky and Semenyo who just signed, and you still only had 1 win in 6 with those guys, and Haaland is not scoring. Do you see where the problem...
It has nothing to do... In that game particular, we should have scored 2...
I'm saying generally...
I don't... Oh, now we want to do general. Yeah, that game in particular, if my defense and midfield did their job, I'm leaving there with a win. I'm not looking at that game being like my attack needs to be better. With all due respect, you as an Arsenal fan can appreciate, listen, Be defensively sound. You don't need to score a lot of goals. So 2 goals up versus Spurs second half, I would have expected my midfield, my defense to do 45 minutes and get the job done. I'm not then going, oh, Holland, where are the goals coming from? You see? Can you see that point? Can you see what I'm saying here?
I see your point, but I'm telling you.
Thank you.
But I'm telling you where you guys are making the mistake. If games are stopped at 45 minutes, you'll be top of the table right now. There's something going on at City which nobody knows what it is. Which is what I'm saying. You literally are a 45.
So Dio, you know what that says? You can look at stats all kind of ways. You can go upside down. You could go backwards. What that tells me, if I'm leading at halftime, if my defense is better, I see those games out, right?
No. Not you're missing. You're not letting me finish what I'm saying.
It's not just defense, though.
It's
like
not just
forward
defense.
line keeping the ball. It's about
No, yes, but it's not surrendering a goal. Is the point that I'm trying to make here?
I'll give you an example. That
we got to do supers because I'm way over time. I got American Waffle to get to.
Don't worry about it. Hold on. Why is Pep not bringing Mamouche on early?
Let me just give this
Why is he
example.
not bringing the Foden on early? Why is he bringing him at
Semenyo
the end of the game? What
score
these are
15
things I'm
goals.
pointing at.
Semenyo can score 15 goals. He is not the type of winger that will help feed Haaland, which is how you can be the most successful. I think you needed more wingers like Shirky.
Wait, what?
Okay,
how many assists does Semenyo have? How many assists does Semenyo have? All right, now I got to pull this up.
A long topic. We leave this for some other time. Let me just do the super.
Does Semenyo not have? Does Semenyo not have 10 assists?
Let me do
No,
the
he has
super.
11 goals
addressing you
already.
And then
And
after
Semenyo
that,
has more goals than assists.
then after that, we'll move on to talk about different topic. We get to
Semenyo has more goals than assists, though.
I know, but how many assists does he have? Because
I don't know the amount of
Hussam brought up
assists.
the point, well, Semenyo's not a guy to assist, and I don't think that's true.
I know I didn't say not a guy to assist. I just don't think he suits Man City. Big up to all of you guys locked in. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe to the channel if you're yet to do so. Let me just do these supers. Also, by the way, guys, as the channel continues to grow, we get more opportunities as well. So we have a new sponsor. Make sure, guys, get your own bottle of Vatorade. You get me?
Semenyo has 0 assists. Semenyo has 0 assists for you guys.
Fuel for the body, ladies and gentlemen. So go get yourself a bottle.
Vator, you heard that right?
What's
Semenyo
that?
has 0 assists right now.
Okay.
Exactly.
up to Alex.
But he has more
Big up
goals.
to
So again,
Amin.
that's what we're saying. There's nobody feeding your giant, and you need the giant to be fed.
Which is
That's
what
your
I said.
best chance of scoring more goals and winning the
Nothing to do
league.
with hate.
That's all I'm saying.
Big up to Sai, who says, big up Osam in the panel. Vator, tell your team can't win against the Spurs from 2-0. Spurs outplayed City in the second half. Rodri escaped a red, is what LFC Sai is saying. I agree with that. Big up to City of Angels Citizen, who says 5 games in a row with seriously bad refereeing decisions. 5 games in a row that you have completely expected to win every single one of them with a much better starting 11 and squad than the opponents you're facing. Rodri should have been sent off. Vator, just quickly, do you agree that Rodri should be sent off at least, or do you don't agree as well?
No.
You don't agree. Pretends to be shocked. Big up to 20 who says, how come every time I walk into one of these streams, Dio is on the defensive? Relax, man. The league is ours. And Vator Games knows it. Big up to you, 20, man. Vator definitely knows it. He's feeling the pressure of finishing second. He's feeling the pressure right now. So, yeah, big up to you, 20. Appreciate you, brother. Spurs had a dragon at center back. Wow. Dragusen. Big up. The almighty Philip Walter Frozen was on the bench. Vator, why do you think Foden was on the bench, by the way?
I don't think Pep thought the balance was right to have Foden start.
Say that again, sorry?
I don't think Pep thought the balance would have been right to have Foden start, so he chose Shirky.
Liverpool got a good win against Newcastle. Hold that, barcodes. Ekitike, my striker, so good. Verts, that assist is so good and well taken. Goal, Konate. Yes, Konate's goal was fantastic as well, given what's happened as well previously in the week and the circumstances. So, yeah. Big up to Mr. Nice Guy, who says, we did not think Kovacic will get injured again. Do you think this is part of it as well, Vator?
Say what?
Yeah, Kovacic injury. Well, that's a fair thing to say. I think that's a fair thing to say. But then you also were saying Rodri was going to be back, and this is what a lot of City fans said. I'm not going to put that on you, Vader, but I did hear a lot of City fans say, "Well, yeah, Rodri's going to be back, and it's going to be smooth sailing from then on." And it hasn't. It hasn't. So that's a system.
Guys,
that's a system error.
Just when you hear City fans say that when Rodri's going to be back, things are going to be better, it's not to also have the 6 be injured and then it's Rodri to play the full 90. Like when fans are talking about when Rodri's back or said player comes back, is to have the squad available. That's how they speak.
I get that, but when we were telling them that even with Rodri back, there's a system issue right now, and even if your squad is available, your manager needs to stop tweaking the way he tweaks, because with the squad available, if you tweak wrongly, you're still going to lose games. It don't, like, if Mikel Arteta with all his squad starts tweaking rubbish, he's going to lose games. That's all I'm saying. So regardless of whether the squad is available or not, and Rodri's back or not, the point is Pep has been doing some madness lately, and you can tell. You see it in the games. You're giving up too many points from winning positions, and that's what I'm trying to get you to address.
The elephant in the room is City doesn't have the mentality to keep up with Arsenal the rest of the season. I mean, we will see that, next week onwards, based on results and stuff like that. Inshallah, all of us are here happy, safe, and healthy. We will find out. Only time will tell. Vator, will City go 10 wins, 3 draws, and 1 loss in the last 14?
I don't know.
It's a long ass question.
How much? Like, appreciate the super chat. I don't know what I'm supposed to say to this. Maybe Dial, because he can predict the future, can answer that. I don't know.
You can indirectly answer without specific run, but I think he's talking like basically how many points you would need to win the league, essentially.
It has okay. This is gonna sound. This may not sound right. It really has nothing to do with City right now. We need to win the games that are in front of us, but we only win this Prem with Arsenal screwing up. So it depends on how many points they drop.
Okay. I hear you. Thank you, Vator. Appreciate you sticking around. Thank you, my brother. Big up to you. Subscribe to Vator Games.
Big up, Vader.
Hey,
Take care, guys.
Big up, man.
Bless.
Big up. Big up to all of you guys locked in, guys. Please hit the like button and subscribe. What topic should we talk about next? Shall we talk about the top 4 race or preview the Arsenal-Chelsea game tomorrow? Up to you guys.
Ask the chat. See what they say.
Chat.
That's the chat.
Actually, it cannot be one-word answer. It has to be 2-word answer. 2-word answer, chat. Arsenal-Chelsea or top 4 race? Or 3-word answer. You choose. Yeah, before now, Jay pulls up one of his big words. So yeah,
you guys choose. Are you not entertained? Let us know if you are entertained, man. We're not like, subscribe.
We spent
I was listening.
Yeah.
Joey, big up to all of you guys locked in. By the way, also just quickly, Wab Sports is in the description. That's where you can find Joey's channel as well, and he's joined us as well. Make sure you guys go over and subscribe to him. Only 80 points, and you don't think you can do it? Yeah, I know what you mean. You are basically not talking about specifics. You're saying how many points they need to win the league. So yeah, I do get that. So yeah, Joey, big up to you, brother. Tomorrow you have a massive task ahead of you. Going to the Emirates 1-0 down. How do you feel about the game? Do you give yourself hope? And yeah.
I mean, I feel like in these types of games, personally, it's with it being a derby, it's just like always, it could be anybody's game. I like my chances with the way that my striker's playing. I just think the way that my striker's playing right now he's been superb, and I just want to see. I want to see him against that partnership. I want to see him in form against that partnership. Personally, like, I'm not one to run away from challenges in anything in life. Like, that's just me. So, like, this is a challenge for our football club for us to get over the line. If you want my honest and personal opinion, I don't believe this football club can beat this team by 2 goals. I don't believe that. Okay? Like, I personally, even if we were to win this game, I believe we go into extra time. Like, that's just, like, the total truth of it. Now, my back line needs to, be actually on point for this to even happen. And who knows? It's a crapshoot with that back line. You roll some dice, and you might get the double. Might get snake eyes, but everything else you don't know. You just don't know. So like that's the circumstance. So I would love to see. I'd love to see what we could do. I think that we'll have our strongest team out there, personally. So I'm excited to see the result of it all. But truthfully, the only way we win this is in extra time. That's truthfully the way I see it.
I was about to ask you that question. How do Chelsea go to Wembley from this position? Like how do you put
extra time? Extra time, pens, something like that. That's the way I see it going down. So extra time is the way I see it. Like if the only way we don't beat Arsenal by 2 goals. Again, I'm putting that flat. We will not beat Arsenal by 2 goals. Like it has to, we have to take this into extra time for us to get this into the final, in my opinion.
By the way, just out of curiosity, tomorrow if the game ends like let's say 1-0 to Chelsea, is there away goals or no away goals?
No, it's just just
No.
aggregate, and then you go into pens.
Oh, okay, fair enough. So there's no away goals or anything. Okay, fair enough. So there's like all jeopardy and stuff. Okay. Dio, your thoughts on the Chelsea Arsenal situation tomorrow?
Hey, I mean, my thoughts are simple. We've been in semifinals before and we've dropped out of it, even though we're coming in with a very good, I won't say a cushion, but at least an advantage. I think at the Emirates, it's going to be tough for Chelsea. We've only lost 1 game all season at the Emirates, so again, and I think that loss, thank you, Manchester United, has galvanized the boys because now they're like, we don't want to lose anymore at the Emirates. Like, we don't like. You should hear the statements and things that people like the players are putting out. For them, that was a bigger blow than like and then conceding 3 goals for the first time since 2023 against Brighton, if I'm not mistaken. I think Brighton or Luton or something, one of them. So this is a hoodoo that Mikel Arteta needs to get off his back. I'm confident in the Arsenal team that we're going to actually win the game because we've already given ourselves an edge. If we're coming in 2-2, I'd be leaning more towards us winning like a penalty or something, because again, this Chelsea team, for them, this is probably going to be one of the things that they can do this season, which is win a trophy again to keep them, in the conversations.
We're in all competitions still.
And yeah, I know, I agree. I said this is one of the. I did not say not another.
I was just making sure you knew that.
No, I do. I understand that. I'm just saying that this is also we're in all competitions too, but this is one of the ones that we can actually go on as well to win. So,
well, I would say realistically, right?
So it is.
You're in all competitions. We're not in the Premier League. Our Premier League is pretty much just like.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's not like a trophy. I guess that was going to be my question to you, Dio, in the end, because it leads exactly right into my question. How strong do you believe they go for this weekend?
I think we go strong. Like again, for me personally, okay. Well, if you ask me what I would do if I was the manager is I'm playing my strongest team.
Okay, but I'm asking what Mikel Arteta is going to do.
I can't read his mind, but I think that he's going to go slightly strong. And again, we can't even go super like we would have to still like on the right wing we have to play
Nani, right?
We have to play Nani because Saka is injured.
Yeah.
Again, we have more games like. There's a lot of games to play. So I think he'll go strong enough to be able to score a goal or 2 and just then shore it up defensively. Just shore it up defensively and just depend on your strength and just see it out.
Who do you have at fullback? Because I know last time that was one of the big issues. You had Timber playing left back, I think. Last time.
But Hincapié is back. Calafiori is back as well. Calafiori is back.
Okay, Calafiori is back. Okay, I didn't know that.
I think Hincapié is also back as well. Timber.
No, I know Hincapié because he played in the last game. I'm pretty sure.
Timber is also. Yeah, we'll rotate. I will rotate, but again, I'm confident.
Which goalkeeper plays? How about that?
Kepa. I'll still play Kepa.
You think Kepa plays?
Yeah, I'll still play Kepa. I'll play Kepa. He's played throughout the whole thing.
No, forget what you would play. You think Arteta will play Kepa?
I think Arteta would play Kepa.
Oh, you're the first one that's brought that up. I really think.
Yeah, I thought that too. See, that's exactly why I asked the question.
I mean, I'm just saying because of and I'm only going based off what he has done in the past this season, and I'm talking about the past this season. He's been very steadfast with the way he set up the teams when it comes to the Champions League, the Carabao Cup, the FA Cup. Like he's been very consistent in how he sets the team up and who he puts in goal. So I'm assuming he's going to do the same thing now. He can wake up and decide, I want to go Super Saiyan mad and put my strongest team and put Raya, put everybody. Let's just get this done. And hopefully, but like I say again, there's jeopardy when you do that as well. You get a couple of these main players get injured in this semi-final, even though you go on to win it, then you don't have them for the next Premier League game.
Who's the Premier League game this weekend for you guys?
Who do we play this weekend? Let me see. Hold on.
I'm 90%.
I think we play Sunderland. Yeah, we play Sunderland.
You guys will want revenge on that game.
Exactly. Yeah, it's at the Emirates. So we play Sunderland at the Emirates, and I think that that is a game that it's going to be a tough game as well. Sunderland just beat Burnley today 5. I think what they beat them. I saw the scoreline.
I'm seeing a lot of the chat saying you guys are going to go really rotated. Like I'm really surprised.
No, again, I won't be surprised because if he
You
rotates,
like, I'm thinking. You think
I'm
Ben
thinking-
White and Norgard and these men will
Yes.
play? I don't think Norgard.
No,
will
I'm
play.
not. I'm not saying like again. Norgard has been good for us every time he's come on the pitch.
I know. I would assume Zubimendi would start.
We rotated heavily for Inter Milan, and we still went there and wiped the floor with them. And that's not things that tells you that. And I'm not saying that Chelsea and Inter or whatever. That's not the comparison. You play who's in front of you, and you play your strongest players, whether they're squad depth or the first team players. Play them to win the game. So yeah, I think.
Caicedo, please hit the ball from long range, because if Kepa's in goal, I love my chances. Thank you very much.
Yeah, and I think this is going to be a good one for me. I think we win. Like 2-1, and we just keep it moving. At this stage of the competition, you don't want to. Yeah, you don't want to, because Chelsea will try to find a way to score. Chelsea is going to try to find a way to score. So I think we do a 2-1. I fancy Noni Madueke and Havertz to score against you. Just so that I can piss off Chelsea fans more. But like Havertz came in from injury and just dunked on your head, and Noni did a madness with a corner again, and
I doubt Havertz plays.
Yeah.
He's going to play 3 in a row. I doubt that.
Oh, why would you doubt that? The reason he's been playing,
He just came back from an injury.
I know, but that's why they've been playing him consistently, to get him back to form. So again, why, if you've played him 3 in a row, you've been prepping him. That's what you call prepping. You're prepping him game ready. Now this is a game
ready. There's a difference between prepping him for game ready and having him play 3 games in 6 days.
Yeah, but again, we have enough squad depth to do what we did with him last time. He'll play 45 minutes. Him and Gyökeres up front.
That's how you feel. That's fair. I really, if he plays, I think it comes off the bench. That's just what my.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it doesn't even matter who starts.
Because didn't Odegaard not start this over the weekend?
Sorry,
didn't Odegaard not start over the weekend? He
played
Havertz and Gyökeres. Right?
Yeah, played Havertz and Gyökeres.
Yeah, he's gonna play Odegaard.
I don't think it will be that much rested team because of as well who Arsenal play on the weekend. It's not a difficult.
Well, I can't.
They did draw to Sunderland the last time they played.
Yeah, but that's
funny.
That's
we
the way.
Told Vator for an hour, no game is a gimme.
Yeah, but that was an away. That was an away game, and that's no.
This is true. At the Emirates, it is different. Flawless and Jay, what do you guys think of the Arsenal Chelsea game tomorrow?
So, like, I'm curious actually how strong Chelsea go in the first instance, because
he said he's going full strength. Liam said he's going full strength.
Okay, so that for me sets this up well. I don't like how aggressive Chelsea can be in the duels. Not because like they can't win them, but because if they get turned, like the other team is running at them. And it's Chelsea, I think, will be aggressive in this game because they're a goal behind. They need to win the game. Mm-hmm. So definitively, Chelsea need to set up in a way where I think, from my point of view, they match up very well with their first team against almost anybody. I've only seen them lose 1 game kind of comprehensively, and that was to Bayern. And that's kind of the only game this season that I've seen Chelsea just get. Arsenal beat Bayern.
We actually played pretty well in that game overall. We just
it was just it was just a quality. There was just like a quality differential. Mm-hmm. Diaz was a madman on that. Like he was just like he added something different. But watching this game now, I think Chelsea have got to try and make do with the competitive advantages that they'd have over a rotated Arsenal team. I think Nkapé starts
if we rotate.
Yeah, if you rotate, that's it.
Yeah.
If we rotate, because again, that's based on the assumption that Mikel Arteta probably had a game plan from the beginning of the season. I will play my my squad in the Carabao Cup until I get to like a place where I'm sure I need to bring in the full team to actually just take it to the final.
And this might be the game.
And this might be the game. So again, you never know. So it's not a case of
fair. If Arsenal go full strength, like it should be a very good match. I think Arsenal have done. You could argue they've done enough. This is the argument we'll come back to, is Arsenal should have put Chelsea in the dirt in the first game. Now they're coming into this game and it's like, full strength team. Yeah, I mean, from a matchup point of view, I don't know if Havertz will play in midfield because he's played in midfield a couple of games, or whether he's going to go with just the standard Odegaard, Rice, Zubimendi. which will be interesting to see. But I think it's quite a difficult match to actually call from a technical point of view, because this is the first time I'm going to be seeing like full strength Chelsea versus full strength Arsenal, but with Isra Senior's team instead of Maresca's. So I actually don't have a lot of data to go off in terms of predicting this match. You know, it'll be a good game. Like, I think Chelsea will come to win the game, but yeah, I don't know. I think Arsenal just about do it.
There's also a lot of factors to look at. Yes, you can look at quality for quality, player for player. You can say, well, you know what, they've got really good players to at Chelsea. There's a lot of factors that you have to look at first. First is they still have the hurdle of actually making sure they score 2 goals. Yes, the 3-2 win from United has been one of the first times in recent times.
Why is that necessary?
Chelsea, if you score 1-0, it goes 3-3, goes into extra time. I'm saying if we score back 1-1, exactly. I know, but if we score, you're not going to. Again, we haven't.
But all you have to do is win by 1.
All I'm saying is, let me finish. I said there's a lot of context around it. Unless you win by 1 goal, it goes into extra time, right?
Right.
Arsenal has not lost at home. Arsenal has not lost. We've lost 1 game at home this season. So the Emirates
by 1 goal, to be fair.
Yeah, exactly. So the Emirates for us is right now. I'm saying is as far as the players are concerned, as far as the fans are concerned, coming to the Emirates, we're going to make it tough. If we draw 1-1, we still go on and win the game, right? That's the bottom line. So I'm saying we're in a position where it's good for us, and we're capable of doing that. We're capable of playing the draw and just moving on to the final. Like this whole, you have to do more work. You have to be the aggressors, and that's So yeah,
I just think with our strongest team, that we have we have the quality to be able to score with the player, especially with a player like João Pedro in the form that he's in. That's all. That's how I feel.
Is Flawless, are you here, by the way? I don't know if Flawless is here or not. I'll give my take on this. Joey, I love the optimism. I think that's exactly how it would be if I was in your position. I just think Chelsea left themselves way too much of a mountain to climb, because it's not just a fact of like, you've got to basically like score. You can score at the Emirates. The problem is you've got to stop them from scoring and score too, which I think is the issue here. So like my thing from a Chelsea perspective is it's not really even about like, can Chelsea score a goal? I think Chelsea will score tomorrow. I actually, I'm probably guaranteeing that Chelsea will get a goal tomorrow. The problem is you can't and I've seen Joey like speak about this even on the streams with Lewis and stuff. He's spoken about like Chalobah and the players that can't defend and stuff like this, and he's brought this up. This is something that he's brought up before. So do you trust and to be fair, what's actually been quite rare for him. Even Fofana's making mistakes at the back now, some games as well. Like if he was the player that, Joey and the rest of the Chelsea fans can hang their hat on, Fofana's going to be the guy for us that helps us and blah, blah, blah. And he's been making mistakes. So for me, I look at Chelsea this way. I think Reece James is their best player by far. Like I look at him and he's just level above everyone else. He's just fucking
our
elite.
Only world-class player that we have on the team.
World-class, top-notch, A-star level player. Like, Not a bad word to say about him. And the rest, some are fairly consistent, some are inconsistent, some perform in certain aspects, some don't. Like the Delap thing as an example. Yes, Delap is doing Brock Lesnar with the defenders. But guess what? Delap presence actually is needed next to João Pedro. Like João Pedro up
depends on the
himself.
game, but I agree.
Yeah, like maybe João Pedro by himself can't do it without Delap. Even the goal the last goal that you scored, like they were there in the same area. Like Delap does the shimmy, João Pedro does the pass. Like so they're both involved. So I think Chelsea will
also
score.
You had him by himself in the Napoli game, and he was crazy. So it just depends on the game, right? For him, in my opinion, and how the style is. But like you could probably see eventually Delap and João Pedro, but I think it'll start as a 3-man midfield. Personally, that's how I see it.
Yeah.
So I agree with you for the most part.
I'm glad we agree on that, being logical today. Big up to Kopish for the raid as well. Appreciate you boys for Kopish for the raid. Big up to you guys. Make sure you guys are liking and subscribing on your way in. We're kind of looking at the game tomorrow. We're going to look at the top 4 race as well. Flawless, are you here, Habibi? Flawless just dipped midstream. I don't know if Flawless is here or not because I want to talk about top 4 race. That's another topic.
Talk about let's talk about our top. Well, we can talk about
our top 4 race as well until Flawless is back. So big up to everyone who just joined us from Kopish. Big up to all of you guys. We got 600 people locked in. Thank you guys so much. Please do hit the like button. Please do subscribe. And big up to everyone who sent in a super chat, everyone who supports the channel. It's always much appreciated. So top 4 race, Habibis. Liverpool, Chelsea, Man United. And don't be shocked if Aston Villa gets dragged down. I warned you all. I told you all, Villa ain't built for this shit. I'm like, oh my God. Like when I said it, last week. I think I said it.
You didn't finish saying all the teams. You didn't finish saying all the teams in top 4 race.
Say it again, sorry.
Who else is in it, Dio?
Top 4 race. Liverpool, Chelsea, Manchester United, Villa, and Man City. Man City is closer to top 4 race than they are to. I mean, what are we doing here? Yeah, I mean, like, look at them. Villa is 1 point behind them.
I hear you, Dio, but just out of respect
and
for
United is
season, I can't drag them down to our level.
No, I want
one more result like this weekend, and we're having that conversation, Dio. One more result.
Yeah, one more result. If City lose and United beat the Spurs, then okay.
I just wanted to trigger United fans. That's why I'm sorry, City fans. I know that once they see it, they're just going to lose their shit. Like, why would he say such a thing?
I think the thing
result, and I'll be right there with you.
Last week, people felt insulted that I said Villa will be in a top 4. It's like, oh my God, no way! You're saying Villa are like guaranteed.
Bro, like you brought Tammy Abraham back to be your striker after Ollie Watkins gets injured, and you have to play Thursday, Sunday for the rest of the year. Like you're guaranteed to have this problem. You're absolutely, especially with the depth they have and the current injuries they have, they're guaranteed. Bro, I wouldn't be surprised if they fall underneath all of us, all 3 of us, like straight up. Like really wouldn't be surprised. Like before,
but that's gonna happen over. Let me see. Right now, Villa is at 46. City,
I think they're at 41.
Manchester United is at 41. So 5 games. So that's
yeah.
They need to lose 1 and draw 2. And
yeah, bro, that's
so over 3 games. I think they look. The thing about Villa, the position that they're in, they've given themselves a good cushion. If they keep on drawing,
because Chelsea and Man U both have reasonable runs over the next 3 or 4. I think the only one that has a rough run is Liverpool for the next 3 or 4.
Yeah, you're playing. You're playing
realistically after that run. Their run gets a lot better too. So like,
yeah, the problem for you, Joey, is
our run gets hard at the end. Yeah, our run definitely gets hard at the end. I know that. But
the last 10 games Chelsea have, I looked at them.
Last year we were here. You told me. We had 5. What are you this 5? Look at this 5-game run. What are you gonna do with this 5-game run? I came back and shoot it.
True. True, but this is why I rate Maresca highly.
2 years back to back, they did that shit. So I expect that if they could do that 2 years back to back as a team, like 2 years back to back, they had a rough run. They came, they won 5 straight. They could do that again. Like
okay, but let me. If I'm being I'll be logical about this completely. No emotions involved. The thing that I think will make it difficult for Chelsea this season is playing 2 games a week.
Mm-hmm.
That's the difficult challenge because
we were playing 2 games a week.
With all due respect, even you saw it with your own eyes. It's almost like you rested your whole 11 in the Conference League. Like, let's be honest about it. Come on, like you just.
But how far do you think we're gonna get in the Champions League?
Oh, Chelsea can definitely do well in the Champions League.
You think so?
I'll be honest with you. This is who is a threat to the English teams: Bayern Munich, PSG, Barcelona.
And we have 2 of those teams in our pot.
Yeah,
well, we beat both of them. So we beat both of them. So like either way you put it, like I could give you both sides of it, right? But like you just named 3 teams, and we have 2 of them in our pot. That
you could get to quarters. By the way, it wouldn't shock me.
But the difference
in the semis of the UCL, we find 3 English teams. It wouldn't shock me at all.
Yeah, but the difference, Hussam, the difference with this year is, they are a threat, and those teams like Barcelona, for example, I said Barcelona, what do they call it? Bayern Munich have put themselves in a position where they play their second leg at home, so they'll come play you, and you have to go, and that becomes the real uphill task when you have to go away to teams like that, and it's in the second leg. You know, because they can come just.
I want the Barcelona smoke, so it's a little bit.
I'm saying like they could just come park the bus with you. They could come park the bus with you at the bridge and then just go back.
Like,
I'll be at the Camp Nou game. If we get Barcelona, I will be at Camp Nou. I promise you. I promise.
Since that 09 robbery game, it's been like Chelsea's taken every game personally against Barcelona. Yeah, let me just say this. I'll tell you this. This is my prediction for top 4 race, and we'll bring Flawless in as well to us his thoughts on top 4 race, given the fact that they're in it now that they won this week. Here's the thing with this top 4 race thing. I warned everyone from last week. Villa will get dragged down into it. It's not a title race for Villa. People act like it's guaranteed. All 4 of us on this panel, forget even outside, all 4 of us on this panel have suffered from Thursday, Sunday football. We know exactly what it's like. Villa will suffer as soon as the Europa League starts. And actually, by the way, that's Emery's competition. And if we brought a Villa fan here, he'd probably tell you he'd take winning the Europa League right now with finishing 10th. Like,
and then they still get Champions League regardless.
Yeah, I probably at this one time I think Arsenal will win the league. Second, I still give the respect to City because I think they're just a little bit better than the rest of us. Third, I put my club. Fourth, I put Aston Villa, and fifth, I put Man United. I think Chelsea might go far in the UCL, and this will disrupt their league form. So I have United finishing fifth. Like, I know they're thinking that they're like gonna finish third or second or some shit. They won't.
You know what, Osam? I made a prediction in the summer. I made a prediction in the summer.
Let us speak because he's giddy. 1 second.
Let Dio say what he's got to say.
You let him speak, please, because I want to get Flawless.
Okay, Flawless, go on then.
Why don't you let Dio?
I got questions for Flawless. So
how about you talk, buddy?
Hey, Lewis, blessings. Go on, Dio.
I've been told to shut up. I've been told to shut up.
You keep saying, go on, Dio. Why are you deflecting?
Because I
listen now.
Dio's not in this conversation.
The president.
We having a conversation with you. Flawless, do you believe yet? Are you believing yet?
I said I should shut up.
Are Man United back?
Are you believing yet, Flawless? Are you believing? How big is the chest? Are you like at C's or are you at D's yet? Like
believing in what am I supposed to believe in? Believing in what?
You tell me.
Have you seen Saeed?
From this moment onward, you're not allowed to ask us questions. We're asking you questions, brother.
I don't understand the question, yo.
Why is he answering questions with questions? You let Troops and Lewis let you get away with this too much. You let answer them with questions all the time. I don't like that shit. You can answer me with a real answer.
You can ask me whatever you want, but
how do you believe? Where do you believe you are as a football club right now? Yeah. Where do you believe you are? You can't give me no roundabout answer from that. Where do you believe you are as a football club right now?
Roundabout where we should be in regards to the players that we have currently right now. There's still an unknown with Carrick, because he's only managed 3 games. But I've been saying this, that Amorim was holding us back. I will answer any question you lot have, no problem whatsoever. But if I ask, it's to further understand so I can give a better answer. But yeah, we're roundabouts where we should be. I've been saying we can compete for top 4. Despite our deficiencies in the squad, which we have, and we've shown some against Fulham, you see in United the very best. But you see in the things Manchester United do well, you also seen our weaknesses as well in that game. I think it summed it up fairly sharpish, and with the attack that we have, we can score goals. And I've been saying this. We have a good man, and we don't even know how good Carrick is. I was saying, hey, just getting a decent manager, which it seems Carrick is currently. We can only really go. I can only go off these 3 games because that's all I've seen. And we're a top 4, top 5 side. Do I think we're capable of getting Champions League football? Yes. If that's what people are saying, yes, 100%. I'm not talking about top 3 or top 2 or anything of that. 1 game at a time. I just got out of jail.
One game at a time.
I think a lot of us are forgetting. Hussam, just a few minutes
ago.
Why
is it 1 game at a time? Because my manager, before you go down, 1 second. The reason why it's 1 game at a time.
We have to kill him.
Yeah, Dio's fine. Dio, don't worry. I'll answer anything that you have as well. My manager's unknown. That's why it's 1 game at a time.
Fair enough. Me too.
Yeah,
so if I had a manager and I had more of his resume, I could tell you if I rated him highly or I don't rate him. With Carrick, I like what I'm seeing so far, but it's 3 games. If we drop points to Spurs and we drop points to West Ham, everything changes.
I think he has a great advantage of being able to train every week, like a full week of training. Every
That's what I was about to allude to, because earlier, Hussam, you said it. Villa is going to fall because of the multiple games. Most of us here know the pressure. Yeah, but then United, I called them the dark horse in the summer. Now they're out of every other competition. I told you guys, be very, very careful about Manchester United, regardless whether it was Amorim or not. It was the players that you bought, and just looking at their data and how balanced they could be together. If the manager got it right, literally, that's a team that can actually make top 4. Don't be shocked, right? By game week 30, if United is third, don't be shocked. I'm saying it now, and I'm not saying it because I said this in the summer. You know, in the summer when I was saying it, everybody was telling me when you guys were buying players.
I want you to know this.
I'm just saying.
Well, so the one thing I will give you props for is don't let nobody gaslight you about nothing Kobe Manu does, son. Like, that boy is a hooper. You
guys have one game a week, man. One game a week.
Anybody that was gaslighting Manchester United fans over this kid not playing football.
I can't lie, I was guilty of that a little bit, but Manu has cooked like fuck.
I know he was, bro. That's why I was like, all right, we gonna see. People tried to gaslight me about Amorim that it takes time and you have to suffer and no patience.
Yeah, people accuse you of being too negative.
But you see what it takes as a manager who comes in middle of the season. I brought this up on Lewis's stream the other day, and I brought it up on Never a Foul as well. When you're a manager who comes in the middle of the season, it's not about I need to implement something. No, it's what makes the squad feel right. Okay. And a lot of the times, it doesn't take a lot of effort to put that into place. It really doesn't. Like with McCarrick, it was always they played 4-3-3 before this bum came in. We're gonna play 4-3-3 after, and I'm gonna make some tweaks. Okay. With Rossigne, he's playing the way that he starts the games, the way that Maresca plays, and he reacts because he's good at reacting. So like. It doesn't take, if you're coming in the middle of the season, you're bringing in a manager, it doesn't take you to switch everything for you to be successful.
Yeah, just tweaks. Just make a few tweaks here and there. Like honestly, in the summer, I looked at the players you bought. I looked at people like Kobe Manu. I looked at Ahmad. I looked at Mbeumo coming into that team. I looked at Cunha coming into that team. I looked at your defense, Lenny Yoro. I rate him. Delete. I'm looking at, and I'm looking. Look, you can say what you want, and then when you changed goalkeepers and you brought in Lamens, I was like, all right. I went and looked at Lamens' data, and I was like, you know what? This is a very, very balanced team. Don't be shocked if they go on it because and that's why
someone had to balance it, Dio. That's the problem.
I know. But I'm saying, like, you remember when Flawless, you always talked about Amorim, and I kept on hammering on the fact that for some reason these players should just play for themselves because I see the balance in that team. Like, if they just played, they would have won more games, even under Amorim. But I'm glad that they got rid of Amorim because of how bad the team was looking. Amorim's system was not working for them, and we've clearly seen it now.
Yeah. And even on top of that, you mentioned it there about the players should play for themselves. That's why we were in the situation we was, because of them. The reason why when Amorim left, I think we was a point off 6th, a point off 5th. We were 2 points off 4th or 3 points off 4th. It's because of them. The games we won is the individual brilliance from the players that we had. But now you have a manager to help out with that and give a platform. Now all of a sudden, it's already won 3 games in a row. He's matched that. He's done that in 21 days or 22 days, something that it took 335 days for Amorim to do is win 3 games.
There's a good balance in that United team. Like, there's a good balance in that team. I mean, that's a team that should be hard to beat. And the reason I knew this was game day 1. We played you game day 1, and we looked shaky. You guys, just from the way you attacked, and we were lucky to take a win from that game. I went back and watched that game multiple times, and I'm telling you, if luck was on your side, you beat us 3-1. If luck was on your side in that game, and that was when I said, that's when I said I knew.
By the way, Dio actually called it out even that week, so he's not being reactionary right now. He's literally said it that week.
Yeah, and I was like, honestly speaking, this United team, if they go on to, like, everybody's trying to underestimate them. Don't underestimate them. Do not.
Flawless has been the most normal United fan today, but that's because Flawless is a sly fox. That's
why am I a sly fox? Why am I a sly fox?
But I like.
I'm gonna tell you why. let me tell you why Flawless.
Sam, good. The person said today.
Because you
let Joey. Yeah, Joey. Why is he a fan?
I watch you from a distance, my G. Like I watch you from a distance. So like I see how you move, bro. Like the way you move, you always gotta answer the quickest answer out of anybody, and it's always the right one. Like you can't catch man in nothing. It's always the right one. I'm like, what? How did he say what? Like,
this is flawless.
I watch you on the what is it? With troops.
Back again. You talking about back again?
I watch you in the mornings. I'm as early in the morning. I'm just sitting there listening to y'all. Like, really? He just said that? Like, he just got out of that from saying that? Like,
but you know where that stems from? Honesty. Because even if I'm wrong and I get more things wrong than I get right, I'm honest with my assessment. So whether that's praise of Manchester United and praise of players, or whether that's critique. So people hear me talk, people will say, "Oh, United fan," and then they'll go, "Oh, he's gonna overly praise his team. Let me be critical of them." And then they'll hear me go, "Yeah, I actually agree with you. I think we have been terrible."
I know, but it's also the fact that you're smart enough, and this is and personally, I know how it is because I'm in sales, so I do this a lot. But it's answering a question with a question that you do like so consistently, and because you want people to elaborate, they take it so wrongly. Like it's like I can't believe you just asked me a question. Like I'm sitting here like I'm noticing your movement. This guy knows how to.
My community loves Flawless as well. They all love you.
We all agree. We all agree.
You get put in the maze, and you always know how to get the fuck out. Like,
that's because he moves.
Like someone in
the you get put in the maze, and you're out, bro.
Listen, someone else in Flawless's place. If I go like Arman United back, he'll be like, "Yes, we're Man United."
Yeah. That's why I was like, when people are like, "We're back," I'm like, "Yo,
oh yeah, we're back. Of course, we're fucking like." Bro,
we just had 3 very good games. I like where we're going, but where we should be. Like I said, with this current team right now, it's about continuation. We just beat Fulham, made the game tougher than it needed to be towards the end. Now, all right, go beat Spurs. We owed them. Then I believe it's West Ham. Then I think it's Everton away. West Ham away, Everton away. Those 2 are tough games. Won't be easy. So that's where I'm at with it. Like, it's assessing as it goes. But one thing we've got, and Dial mentioned this as well in regards to players we signed in the summer, we got goals in the team. Something we've not had in years. I think we've nearly matched our entire total already. I think we're 1 goal off the amount of goals we scored last season in total. I think we scored like 45 goals.
Again, flawless. Let me tell you what this is the stats, right? Goals per match in the Premier League this season. Top of the list is Manchester City with 2.0 goals per match. Arsenal 1.90, and Manchester United with 1.80. You're 0.1 behind Arsenal.
There you go.
Like, so when people are saying, and this is what I told you in the summer, I was like, you have players who can literally take the game by the scruff of the neck, are skillful enough, are talented.
You have game winners.
Yeah, you have game winners. You've got Mbeumo, you've got Cunha, you've got guys, you've got Ahmad.
As much as I hate Manchester United, as much as I hate Manchester United, it is kind of nice to have you guys back in the mix of conversation again. No. Listen to me though, because the last 2 years though, Sam, it felt like the only thing we had conversations on was how freaking crap they were. Like every single time we had a conversation, which was nice for a bit, right? It was nice for a bit. That shit got old, bro. Like that shit got old. Dude, I'm sorry. This shit got old. I was just like, yo, they're ass. Why are we having this conversation?
And again, Flawless, you realize you guys have more shots on target per match than any other team in the Premier League.
That's not even surprised because we got a lot of shooters who shoot on
United
side.
Actually have more shots on target.
And Bremo, Sesko.
Ahmad hasn't played. I don't think Ahmad played great since the manager switch, but I don't think it matters.
But the thing is, what he's done is a lot of, and yes, I need more from him on the ball, and he's done well, but he offers so much off the ball. That's why I forgive him. Like
sometimes you can get away with just having one winger that's not in the game as much.
That's what it is with Ahmad. The ball goes out there and it don't go dead. And to answer this question on the slot currently, absolutely yes. Yes,
I mean like this again. Just
performing terrible.
Just United the way you are. Honestly speaking,
Now, if you have a competent manager, it's a whole different conversation.
Do you guys play each other again?
About slot. I wouldn't go that far as to saying you do better starting 11.
where we play him at OT soon. Not soon, but a couple months.
No, not soon. Like the
It's
third
close,
last
though.
game of the season.
Yeah, it's
No,
close.
I was
between
just
the two of them.
curious. I would like to see that would be another good. I want to see us all play again. You know what I'm saying? Like, and especially now from where we're all at this current moment, and some of the players that are in current form, the way we're at in current form. Like, I would like to see all of them.
Joey, hold on. Explain that. What do you mean you want to see all of us play again? Like who and who?
All of us in the top 4, realistically. Because we're playing you tomorrow, bro.
I don't want to play any one of you guys again.
We all play each other,
I'm done. I'm tired.
Why don't you get something, Dio? I'm gonna learn something, but you're gonna learn something by me. There's no smoke that I will ever duck.
I'm not asking you to duck smoke. I'm ducking the smoke.
There's something that you learn about me, bro. Ever.
I'm not, Joey.
I'm telling you about me, though, Dio.
I accept it. I decline the offer as Arsenal representative. We don't want to play you again this season. Let's just go on and win.
I want to play you again.
We'll come back and do it. You want to kill after what we have, after the struggles that we've been through this season to be where we're at. I love and then you guys are all picking up form and you want me to come back and play you again? No. I'm ducking the smoke. I'll see you next season. I'm ducking that particular smoke.
Yalla. You guys said that you guys were gonna beat everyone on your way home because you didn't beat any of us on the way at home. We're gonna say
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
You're gonna beat us on the way at home. We'll see.
It doesn't matter to me. No. The EFL Cup. Yes, I'll have to face it. But in the Premier League, every team that I've played that is a top team that I've played home and away. Thank you. Goodbye. God bless you. I don't want to see you again till next season. I'm done. Because I know how hard those games were for us. This United game that we played at the Emirates that we lost, I don't want to face United again this season. They can carry their problems. I'll see them next season. Liverpool, good, peace, deuces.
To be honest, in Dio's place, I'd be the same. Give me like 5 relegation contenders.
Give me like 5.
In Champions League, Joey's brought this up. These guys haven't won a league title in fucking 20 years. Like, if I'm in his place, I would want to play the shittest teams possible.
Of course.
Why not? I don't care. I don't care how we, just get it to the end. But
I just like seeing where my team is at. That's what I like to see where my football club is at as an institution against these top clubs. Like that's what, to me, that West Ham win, as nice as it is, it's like it's West Ham still. You know what I'm saying? Like we came back and it was a beautiful comeback. It's West Ham still. We should be winning that game regardless. Regardless. I like to see how we play against tomorrow. I like to see how we play against Liverpool. I want to see how we do against in the return leg against United. I want to see how we play against this City team because the first time we played them, we should have had them. Like that's the thing. That's the thing. That's the type of energy that I'm on personally. That's just.
I hear you. And at the end of the day, we're all gonna play each other anyway again. Yep. So.
Mm-hmm.
Big up to Sai. Sai has been on flawless.
He's been on my case. Yo, he did it. I need to clip it up. He did an epic rant at the end of the Q&A he was on with us on Sunday. I'm actually going to get Prime to clip it up. That shit was, he was just talking about me and he was talking about United and the happiness. Say again? Yeah. Side on my channel.
Okay, cool.
Side on my channel.
Let me make something clear.
Go.
Everyone else here, all 4 of us on the panel have lost our shit at some point in time. Nothing is funnier than Sai angry. Sai mad is the funniest shit I've seen on YouTube. I walked into a watch along and Sai was doing a rant about the FPL. I never laughed so much in my life, bro. The guy was fucking mad. Oh my god, I benched this player and he's got 6 points. He was so mad, bro. I fucking love it. Sam, I don't know about you, but I'm not happy seeing this prick Flawless and United fans smile so much. They're moving mad after just 3 wins.
It's not just after 3 wins, man. This is what most people don't understand. Like, if you look at Manchester United, right, you may not like the way they look on the pitch. It might not be past the eye test for you. Their setup and system may look crap, but these guys, they have the 3rd most missed big chances in the Premier League. United actually have more big missed chances than the Chelseas and Liverpool. Like what you can't beat that. And again, you have to realize that when teams are missing more big chances, that means that they're creating more big chances. Erling Haaland this season has scored the most goals and has had the most big chances missed. Yes, so this is not even about me just trying to say, oh, United look good. No, I'm just saying the stats say differently. You know, accurate long balls per match, United is 2nd. You're literally on every metric. Expected goals, you're 3rd. Like United is on every positive metric. It's just maybe it's not looking good for them on the pitch. So again, I can banter you because you lose certain games that you should not lose, you know, or because of where you were, because of the way your manager sets you up. I can laugh at your team. I can say, oh, you guys are 15th last season. But the bottom line is the stats say very differently. And if you don't take them seriously, they will creep in. That's all I'm saying. They will creep in.
I hear that. And even on top of that, when you mentioned all the metrics, a lot of that's done with just 3 attacking players on the pitch.
Yeah. I mean, fair
With no
enough.
intent to attack. We're playing and there's 3 attacking players on the pitch. There's 2 attacking players on the pitch. Look at his last lineup. That Leeds lineup was criminal. We had 2 attacking players on the pitch. It was Cunha and I remember who the striker was. It might have been.
He managed scared a lot of the time. Flawless. He managed.
That was it. Oh yeah, a whole idiot footballing terrorist. Like I say, people who backed him and continue to back him. There's a special place in football and hell for those people. It's ridiculous. Absolutely.
And on that note, listen, this has been episode 118 of the A-Listers. This has been a lot of fun, I'll be honest with you. Big up to Joey for joining us. Web Sports is in the description. Please go give Joey a subscribe. You know, and
for all you Liverpool fans, I do a show with a Liverpool fan every week on Thursdays about this time. So make sure you guys join.
Link. Shout out Mr. Link. Big up to you guys. Make sure guys, it is Mr. Link you do a stream with, right? Yeah. See, I don't know why I doubted myself there, even though I've been in the fucking comments of that stream.
I know.
Anyway, Sarcasm City TV is in the description as well. You will see me in the comments with Flawless as well a lot of the time. The Gunner Edge is in the description. Go give him a subscribe, man.
Guys, let's go subscribe, please. Get me to 1,000.
Yo, get man to 1,000, man. What we doing?
Yeah, get man to 1,000.
I know I've been lazy about making my videos, but I'm going to start back this week. Work.
You need to, man.
You see how my son keeps calling me, so you know.
Yeah. Make sure guys give him a subscribe, man. All the links are in the description. You don't even have to go anywhere. And make sure guys subscribe to Vator Games as well. We cooked the shit out of him earlier. That was a lot of fun. Anyway, we're gonna redirect you guys over to Staffy TV. Just spam in his chat. Nothing crazy. Just spam Hussam Raid.
Shit! Can I grab that redirect? I'm going live after this. Oh, you already promised it to Staffy.
No, if you want the redirect, that's fine.
Yeah, send it this way, man. Yeah. If you didn't
promise it, all right, guys, take it easy. It was a pleasure.
Big up. Where is the send the link in the private chat, please?
Yeah, I'll drop it in the chat. 1 second. Give me a second.
In the private chat. So I can
yeah. I'll drop it in the private chat. Yeah. I got you.
Okay, send you guys over to Sarcasm City TV. U-turn. Send you guys over to Sarcasm City TV. He's doing a Q&A.
Private chat.
Q&A. Can you please, Sai? Can you please go on the Q&A?
This one's a solo one. You'll see Sai in the next one. You'll see Sai in the next one. Yeah. Because if I invite everyone, I won't be up till 4 or 5 a.m. because them lot love to chat. You feel me? It's just me. I can get off.
Send you guys over to Flawless right now. He's doing a Q&A. Big up to all of you guys. Spam Hussam Raid anyway. You get me. Get the chat right up. And see you guys over there, man. Peace out.